Can I make something good out of this? Can I make something good out of this? Chances are you will not be missed, 'cause you don't give a shit. Can I make something good out of this? is what I think. I will drown in pink. Yeah, 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 yeah. Paint away day and night, 6 hearts, hope I'm okay. You're alright, goodbye then if you dare. Someone new is pulling everywhere. I'm afraid to let them. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. I will drown in pink. Yeah, 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 yeah. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. I will drown in pink. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. Nothing is what I think. Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause I will drown in pink. Oh, 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 oh. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you?
Yo, 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 la da 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 da. Let's go, big 240, come on! Yo! Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh, do you need anything like I need you? Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh, do you need anything like I need you? Oh. Yo, yo, yo. What up, Thursday nighters? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, Yo! Oh shit, you're welcome. Thank you. How we doing? Dude, Felicia, love from Brooklyn. Let's go. Thank you, boss. Oh, let's go. Dude, how we doing? We're together on a fine Thursday. Oh, shit. All right, hold on here. Fine Thursday fucking afternoon. Losing my religion? No. Dude, I lost my religion. This one is losing my shit. Dude, which is a good thing to be losing. Dude, what in the fucking chaos, bro? Oh my God. I'm serious. Like, this today was so weirdly chaotic. I mean, dude, can we start with the Trump hairpiece? Dude, right? Can we start there? Like, seriously, what the fuck is going on with the hair, dude? What is this wig, bro? Right? I mean, we saw the little guy meeting Trump. Dude. What in Sam Hill is... Seriously. I mean, come on. A reporter has got to ask him about this. What is going on, dude? Dude, it is like he's doing... Dude, I have like snot flying out of my nose, dude. He is doing the weave, bro. Just look at that expression. Oh shit, dude. Tell me that this... Oh, Lord have mercy on our souls. Right? Tell me that ain't the fucking picture. Dude, they both have diapers. Oh, man, dude. That is some funny shit. It is definitely chin strap worthy. I mean, dude, this shit is so crazy.
Thank you for my trip.
Dude. Thank you for my chunky cat. Thank you for my chunky cat. Dude, they'll literally, if that kid is like not a straight Christian, they will be literally putting a gun to that kid's head in like fucking 5 years, bro. What, who are we kidding? They're all cheering. They hate kids. Are you kidding me? Right? If that kid doesn't hide his true nature. Dude, hey, thank you for my stomach, yeah. Bro, dude, look at that shit, though. Look at this thing, guys. This is like something is going on, bro, with that hair. That hair. Oh, my God. Dude, that is some of the craziest shit I have ever fucking seen, bro. And it is like, it is this new, it's his new thing, dude. It is, what is going on, bro? Now, it's gotta be related to the hand, guys. This is recent. Yeah, that was yesterday. That Trump account kid thing was like yesterday, guys. And this has to be related to the hand. I think he's getting some type of treatment and he's got some shit going on, but his hair is disappearing, bro. Dude, his hair is fucking zonked, boss. Unfucking believable, dude.
In years, $1.85.
Right, dude. What the fuck, right? Dude, what's he saying here?
Numbers that people hadn't seen in years. $1.85, $1.95 for the past Tuesday. I was in Iowa at a stop, and we had $1.95, another one $1.85.
Dude, he's saying gas was $1.85 a gallon in Iowa. Bro, what are we fucking talking about? Like, give me a fucking break, dude. Ain't you for my Trump again? Ain't you for my Trump again? Dude. Dude, it is like 5:50 in Iowa. Looks like used up mango. Let's go, Skinner! Let's go, baby. Let's get the dance party going. We're gonna make this shit happen, boss. Dude, look at this shit. What the fuck, bro? Right? ICE took he voted for Trump, and then ICE deported his girlfriend. Dude, look at this.
I voted for Trump. I am saying that they are picking up law-abiding citizens. They're destroying families.
Yeah, no shit.
Jobs.
John, no shit. Dude, yo, dumb fuck. Yeah, it's political punk here. Dude, are you stupid? What did you think was going to happen? Right? Well, they're going to get all the violent criminals? Dude, there are no violent criminals in immigrants, boss. All the violent criminals are fucking Trump voters, bro. Give me a fucking break. You idiot. God damn, dude. And it looks like you got a Trump hairpiece, too. What the fuck is going on? Now you're going to die alone. Right? All because you had to vote for that fucking shithead. All right? Fuck you. Bye-bye. Jesus, dude. Dude, FAFO, let's go. Let's go, baby. Yes, that is indeed a Kermit phone. FAFO moron. Dude, let's go. LFG Pinky, let's go. All right, we're kicking it off. Dude, how are these people so stupid, bro? Like, what the hell? Dude, look at this guy.
Gannon is a 75-year-old businessman and lifelong Republican who supported President Trump in 2024.
I wouldn't do that again. Not after this fiasco.
His fiancée,
Yeah, no shit. He can't run again.
45-year-old Venezuelan immigrant 𝗪𝗎𝗪
Yeah, are you ready? Here we go. Dude.
President Trump in 2024.
I wouldn't do that again. Not after this fiasco.
His fiancée, 45-year-old Venezuelan immigrant 𝗪𝗎𝗪 was detained by ICE at George Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston in late July.
8 ICE agents swarmed Jasmine and detained her, didn't tell us why, and rustled her off into a car.
When you saw that unfold, what went through your mind?
Well, I was just in total disbelief.
According to her immigration lawyer, 𝗪𝗎𝗪 came to the U.S. legally in 2023 and later applied for asylum, a case that is still ongoing. But her underlying permission to be in the U.S. has lapsed.
Some people may say this is what mass deportations look like.
They're not going after the hard guys. That's too difficult. It's easier to pick them up at the airport. You know, it's like shooting fish in a barrel.
𝗪𝗎𝗪 was arrested as part of a recent crackdown by ICE at airports across the country.
ICE is here, help us!
Back in Texas, Gannon says he deeply misses his fiancée, who remains in ICE custody, facing deportation.
Jasmine's good as gold. Love Jasmine.
Dude.
That's it.
We contacted the
Dude, what the fuck is going on with this guy, bro?
Department of Homeland Security about this case, but have yet to hear back. Immigrants like 𝗪𝗎𝗪 would typically not have been targeted for deportation and arrest under prior administrations. But the Trump administration has taken the position that anyone whose immigration status has lapsed is fair game for enforcement.
Dude, look at him with this little fucking crying. But it's like, yo, what was this guy thinking, right? I'm serious. I didn't know ICE would snatch my woman. Yes, Pinky. Dude, 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗏, hair looks like shit still too. Let's go. Yes, dude, Trump does. Dude, Pinky, let's go. No, seriously, guys. It's like, what in the hell, bro? Like, yo, how? How did you... Right? They vote for the mass deportation. The people are screaming, deport everyone, everyone. Somehow this guy thought, oh yeah, his girlfriend was going to be exempt. How clueless. Surprised it was CBS reporting that? Indeed, 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗏. Isn't that wild? These guys are so dumb, bro. MAGA voters. Right? And then she, what the hell, dude? Did she know he voted for Trump? Did she know that he voted for, you know, the guy that wants to deport her? Willful ignorance and hate is painful, huh? It is indeed. See, this is what bothers me, guys. Okay? Is the level of dishonesty that is currently existing inside our political system. And it's not just about Trump and immigration. It's getting revealed in the Abdul El-Sayed, right, in his campaign too, and his big win in Michigan. And, you know, because people are talking about voting and they're talking about political positions, but they're doing it with intellectual dishonesty because they're not being honest about what's actually going on with these political fucking positions. Like this guy voted for Trump, screaming mass deportations, and his followers were like, deport them all. And this guy somehow convinced himself that there were a bunch of like big criminal immigrants, and Biden hadn't been going after the criminal immigrants, and Trump was going to go in there. But it's like, no, that's bullshit. Trump said every immigrant was vermin. He said they were all rapists. And it was clear from the beginning that Trump wanted to deport every brown person here. There are hardly any hardcore criminals that are brown. So mass deportations could only mean everybody. And they literally lied about Haitian immigrants at the goddamn debate. So for you to vote for Trump and then act later like, oh, he didn't tell me he was going to be this mean, you're so full of shit. It was so obvious to the whole fucking world that they were going to just scoop up everybody. And they've lied and cheated and stolen and degraded every possible group but white fucking Christians. So for you to act like anything else is going on is you're so full of shit, bro. You know? All right, we got Pinky. Let's go. Dude, bro, don't think she's coming back to you now, Joel. No, she is not coming back now. Now, the way this is intellectually dishonest, guys, is what's going on in Michigan. And let me just show you this tweet here, okay? Because this woman right here, okay, she tweeted something here about how right here, she said, you know, 𝗪𝗪𝒻 has a blind spot, one endemic to his movement, an inability to grasp how and why people of good faith might see the world differently. Okay, this is about 𝗪𝗪𝒻 and how he needs to like moderate his positions, right? And she says the replies to this really show how important this insight really is. There's a sense that the only people who disagree with progressives are pro-Israel or bought off by corporations, but some voters, including hundreds of thousands of people in Michigan, just are moderate. That's their genuine political belief. It's dismissive to suggest that being moderate is somehow evidence of inherent moral corruption. But guys, what about 𝗪𝗪𝒻? How does his platform not appeal to moderates? Moderates don't want health care. Moderates don't want high-paying jobs. Moderates don't want access to education. They're lying. Like, what the fuck is a moderate? Right? What the fuck is a moderate if they don't want healthcare, education, and high-paying jobs? They're like, give me a fucking break. Like, education, healthcare, and high-paying jobs are moderate positions. You know what I mean? So if you're talking about someone being moderate and you have this guy who just won the primary who is advocating for everyone to have healthcare, everyone to have education, people to have higher wages, get the money out of politics, no more fucking oligarchy shoved up our ass, and spend our tax dollars here at home, how the fuck would a moderate not want to vote for that? There's something else going on, okay? There is something else fucking going on. Because it has to be about Israel, or it has to be about him being a Muslim, because there's literally nothing about his policy that is offensive to moderates. He is not demanding that you fucking give your firstborn child to sacrifice. He's not requiring everyone to fucking sell their property to the state. His platform is literally like the same shit that every fucking European country has. You know what I mean? I mean, give me a fucking break. They're lying. Okay? They're lying. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're being intellectually dishonest when they say this. Okay? And it's wild too, though, guys, because every time I go online and there is a person, okay, every time I go online and there is a person that is saying, oh, 𝗪𝗪𝒻 has to appeal to moderates. Oh, he's got to be careful how he campaigns. every time I see a person who says that, if you go to their timeline, it is like flooded with Israel shit. I am telling you right now, every single thing about 𝗙𝗛𝗚𝗪𝗡 in Michigan is fucking related to Israel, guys. I swear to you, it's either related to Israel or it's because people fucking think all Muslims are terrorists. That's it. Those are the only two things, guys. There is nothing else. There is nothing about his policy that is problematic. And in fact, guys, can I just show you? Hold on, let me fucking show you here. Right? In fact, look at this. Look at this, guys. Oh, I literally thought it was like right up at the top. All right, hold on. I got it. Look at this shit right here, dude. Watch this.
Calling to say that I'm very proud to be a Democrat. And I'm proud to be a Democrat today. I'm from Michigan, and I was watching Senator Gary Peters. He is my senator.
Dude, she sounds a little on the old side, right? She's not a 22-year-old college girl.
And I'm wondering why Senator Peters is leaving, because I think he's excellent. But in his place could very well be 𝗙𝗛𝗚𝗪𝗡. And I think that's something important to think about. He is a doctor, and he could very well be sitting in that seat next time. So it's just food for thought.
And did you support 𝗙𝗛𝗪𝗡 or the other candidate?
100%. Because I see the people where I live in a town that is dying. It is so poverty-stricken. We are in trouble. And somebody's got to do something different. I support him 100%.
All right. And James,
Dude, the thing that's really hard about that is her voice right there, right? She supported 𝗙𝗛𝗪𝗡, but her voice when she said, like, our town is dying and we are living in poverty, like, I got like goosebumps, and it like hit me because there are so many towns like that in America that are literally dying on the fucking vine. And they're being looted by our fucking government, okay? By Republicans and some of the people in our own goddamn party, guys. And I mean, many of them are voting for their fucking own demise. They're voting for Republicans. But it's like, it is bad out there. Okay, it is bad out there. Yeah, urban mask. I've driven through middle America. I drove through it a lot like 20 years ago. And even 20 years ago, it was already starting to die on the vine. I mean, there was not a lot there to begin with. A lot of these small rural towns, there would be like a paper mill or a foundry or a 7-Up bottling plant or some type of factory. And that business was like the only thing supporting the town. And when all the jobs like offshored, and now with automation and shit, so many of these towns, they have nothing. And then maybe they get a data center, which doesn't even create any jobs, just fucking like shoveling dirt over them. And yeah, Tyson, there you go. Yeah, a meat packing place, right? Yeah, it's like the entire economy of these towns have like one fucking business. And then when that business closes up shop, the whole town dies. And I mean, even 20 years ago, even when I was touring, you could see it in Indiana, in Ohio, in Missouri. You could see it in these places where these small towns were already dying. And what else is two things would happen. One is the jobs were disappearing, and so the economy was dying. And then the other thing that would happen, guys, almost immediately is Walmart would move in. And then as soon as Walmart moved in, all the mom and pop stores would close, like the hardware store or a little grocery mart or fucking, an auto parts store. All of that shit would go out of business, and Walmart would be the only thing they could afford, and it just gives them cheap shit for hardly any money. And like, that's it. There's like no jobs and a fucking Walmart. And yeah, and a meth dealer. And that's like every small town in America. And it's so brutal, guys. It is so brutal. And now you have somebody like 𝗙𝗚𝗚𝗏 who actually wants to do something for those people. And everyone's like, he's a fucking terrorist. And it's like, bro, I am so annoyed, dude. I am so annoyed. And then Elon Musk is running around like a goddamn fool, right? He has a company that loses $50 billion and it makes him a trillionaire when it goes public. Dude, Pinky, let's go. Dude, Jenna X-Ray says, me and my 7-year-old have been saying, I love my suitcase to each other all day. Showed her the clip. Now we have an inside joke. Yes, I love my suitcase. Oh, I love her. Oh. Dude, we need the Haley Stevens version. I love my suitcase. Hello, Michiganders. I love my suitcase. Dude, I got to get her voice down. Dude, we'll do I love my suitcase in every different voice. Dude, Pinky, let's go. Bro. Dude, Pinky again, let's go. Let's go, baby. Dude, and we got one more. Dude, Pinky again. Let's go. Hi, guys. We're almost halfway there, dude. Dude, there it is. My grandma cried when Safeway opened in the 60s. Dude, shit. Let's go. Dude, isn't it wild, though? It is fucking wild, guys. Okay? It is just wild to me. There is so much of the country that is, like, literally dying. Dying on the vine, guys. Dying on the vine. And at minimum, we need universal health care and we need fully funded education. Period. That's it. At minimum, those two things have got to happen. Dude, Pinky, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Without those two, there's no point, man. There is no point. Yes, and huge taxes on the wealthy. Off topic, you have the best shirts. Dude, let's go, Subraza. Yeah, I'm actually pretty good at the shirts. The shirts thing. I ordered a Francesca Hong one too. I did. I got it coming. One of those. I don't know what it is. It's something like hot people for Francesca Hong. Tommy, you're so smart. Thank you for your info. Let's go, Beard. Thank you. See, can I just tell you guys? I lived in some of those towns in Wisconsin. Pinky Parker, let's go. I did. Watertown, okay, in Elkhorn, the town I lived in Elkhorn was Andy's Candies was the big factory job. You know the little mints? Andy's Candies, they're like square, they're chocolate with mint, and they're really thin. There was an Andy's Candies factory that literally employed like most of the fucking town, okay? And then we, like Elkhorn was lucky. They had the Walworth County Fair, so we did have a fair. So Elkhorn like had a lot more money than the neighboring towns because of the fair. And then up by East Troy, you had Alpine Village, which in the winter was the skiing and shit, and they had concerts. But other than those things, there was like nothing. If you went to like Elkhorn and Delavan and all of those, even East Troy, all of them, there was like nothing there, man. And that was already in the 70s, dude. It was like nothing, right? And then everything left. And now it's going to get even worse. I mean, I know that Trump has fucking promised these people that he was going to bring manufacturing back. But you know what will happen, though, guys? What's going to happen is they're going to build factories that are worked, staffed by robots, and then they're going to put a data center in the fucking backyard of all these rural residents, and they're not even going to get a job, okay? They're not even going to get a job out of the deal. The data centers are not being built by local fucking construction workers, okay? They have companies that build these things. If you get a data center in rural Missouri, no construction workers from your city are going to work on that fucking project unless you're like a flagger, okay? The people building data centers are specific, specialized construction crews that fucking come in and they fucking build that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're not hiring some local Joe who fucking used to work on framing or whatever. Dude, no! There's no jobs from the local environment. Dude, none, right? None. Those things are a whack fest. Dude, 𝗡𝗨𝗡𝗨, let's go. Dude, here you go, punk. F you, bye-bye. Thank you, Zach. Fuck you, bye-bye. Dude, 𝗙cie says, small town I live in, central New York, mostly employed people in mills before they all shut down. Yes, the city suffered. Yes, the mills, dude. Dude, it is crazy, right? It is fucked up, bro. It's really sad, man. And yet the voting decisions they make are like the worst voting decisions out there. Okay? Dude, people are not being intellectually honest. Okay? They are not being intellectually honest. Dude. Fucking pisses me off, boss. What is this shit? Dude, historical data shows the share of disposable income spent on food. Like, look at this, dude. Right? Dude, now do Rant. Oh my God, bro. Like, what are they doing? Okay? You know what I'm saying? They're fucking, dude, what are they doing? They're still arguing that, like, oh my God, dude, 10% of your income? I mean, bro, they're arguing, trying to make it seem like, oh, it's not that bad, guys. Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, yeah, you're living in a tent. Dude, cook a burrito. Make a homemade burrito. Oh, shit, dude. I have not seen anything about a teacher. Dude, put it in Discord. Let's go, 𝗡𝗨𝗡𝗨𝗡. Let's go. Dude, we're almost there, guys. We're 5 away, dude. We're making it early tonight, boss. Let's go, dude. Aaron Brockovich has a data center map of all info. Lady B, thank you. Dude, Pinky Parker, let's go. Thank you, Pinky. Quarterbacking. Dude, we got another one coming in. Old skater Matt. Let's go, baby. Dude, 4 away, guys. Holy shit, dude. 4 and 5. Let's go. 4 and 5, dude. Easy peasy. Dude, we got it. Shit, boss. All right, we're gonna now, we are gonna go get into our shit. Here's what we got. Dude, 𝗡𝗨𝗡𝗨𝗡, let's go. 3 away, guys. So here's what we got. Brief little show overview that we're getting into. Off to bed, but get your dance party, dude. Thank you, 𝗙cie. So we're gonna look at Asmongold. Guys, we gotta look at the Tennessee primary because the Tennessee primary today went fucking ape shit, bro. Oh my God. It does not bode well for the GOP after today's fucking Tennessee primary. All right, we're going to look at that. We're going to look at Asmon getting banned. We're going to look at Erika Kirk. We're going to look at some GOP scandals. And we're going to look at some MAGA hogs. All right? Dude, let's go, 𝗡𝗨𝗡𝗨𝗡. Let's go, baby. Thank you. Dude, Sabrosa, dance with us, sir. We will. Dude, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 banned. Yeah, let's just run them in order. Oh, and Erika Kirk, man, dude, she is pissing me off. Yeah, no, Asmon got banned, but this one, guys, I think is fairly gnarly. Like this one is pretty fucking gnarly. Okay. Like it's like the shit he said is gnarly to the point of without AI, Trump won't have any content. Like, I mean, I'm worried about even playing it on stream. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to get banned playing the shit he was saying. Kind of bad, right? I mean, it was like bad. Okay? It is like gnarly shit. So here it is. So here it is. Dude, it is, I mean, it's pretty gnarly. All right, you ready? Let's just fucking watch a little bit of the clip here, okay? Because it is like, again, it is him basically like watching, he's talking about immigrants and dehumanizing them to the level of like, you know, that they're as if they don't even deserve to be alive is what he's doing. He's dehumanizing like to the bottom of the barrel. Dude, suck it to the little Paula. Hold on one sec. Let's go. All right. Give me one sec here, guys. Let's go. Dude, yeah, he is always getting banned. All right. All right, dude, let's go. Asmongold is a trash can. Go DSA and progressives. Revolutionary optimism. Keep your heads up. Stay aggressive. Let's go. All right, so I don't even want to watch the clip necessarily because I don't want to get banned for the shit he was saying. But so like he's basically talking about fucking shooting people, right? So he says this emotional blackmail. Well, you can't pew these people. They have kids with them. Well, then don't bring your kids. If you don't want to get pewed, it's really that simple. I'd pew whoever, he says. If it's kids, women, men, anybody, they gonna stop coming over, right? Because if you don't do that, they'll use children and women as shields to get themselves over, and then they'll put up more women and children at risk because they know they can use them as collateral. That's the way an animal thinks. Okay, look at that. He goes on in and he says, and these people are animals. He says, absolute effing savages. So again, dude, look at him. Think about this. He said this on Twitch, on his Twitch stream, and he got banned. But guys, he's literally relegating like the people that come to America that cross the border, they want to work. They want to like participate in our economy. They're looking for a better life. Now, why are they looking for a better life? Because America has pretty much undermined the economy of all of their countries. Anytime their government tried to do something that we didn't like, we would undercut it. All of the countries in South and Central America, we have fucked with the economies of everyone. Okay? We sell weapons to the cartels that fucking war with everybody in those countries. We buy all the drugs that the cartels produce. Okay, we have created every fucking misery down in South and Central America. America has. So then those people come here and they're like, fuck, man, I want to get away from this shit that America has caused in my country. And I want to just try to get a job and have a good life and raise my kids. And then he is basically equating them to being animals simply for trying to have a better life for their kids. And it's like, yo, dude, are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? That, like, I mean, if anything, those immigrants that are bringing their kids to America, they're like good parents, okay? They're seeking a better life for their kids. They're not like making their kids just accept the fact of whatever X, Y, and Z bullshit in their fucking, you know, in where they live. They're like seeking something better. And then look at what he follows it up. He says, people are too emotional. I understand the way I talk about this might be a little extreme. It might be a little unemotional. I wish we had more people like me. Too many are worried about the optics of something rather than the reality. But like, what is the reality? Like, what is the reality of this dirty, miserable fuck? Like, why is this guy, look at him. Look at how greasy he is. Like, why does he care if some brown-skinned people from South and Central America come to America and get jobs? Like, why is he so irritated by that? What are they doing to him? Are they forcing him to clean up his disgusting fucking house? Are they like lining up outside his house demanding he take a fucking shower? Like, right? It's like, what do you even think? And in fact, guys, I bet this guy orders a lot of food. Okay? I bet he does. I bet he orders a lot of food. And I bet the people that bring him his food, I bet a high number of the people that prepare his food and deliver food to his house are probably the very people he is railing against. Right? You know what I'm saying? I guarantee it. This guy is ordering from restaurants. Everything he eats is probably being prepared mostly by Hispanic people. Hardworking fucking Hispanic people. Right? And they will piss. Dude, they might now, bro. Dude, everybody in his local restaurant. Dude, we should get this clip to all the delivery drivers, bro. Oh my God. Wouldn't that be amazing? Right? Dude, let's get this clip to all of the delivery drivers. Oh shit. Oh, fuck, bro. I want everybody all the Uber Eats people in Asmongold town need to see this clip. Like, yo, homie, you delivery driver? Come here, watch this. You know that house? Yeah, the one with all the cockroaches, like, fleeing it when you walk up. That's what this guy had to say. Dude, just disgusting, guys. You know, this shit is disgusting. And Trump emboldened this shit. Okay? Dude, Trump emboldened this shit. Wait. He's like, dude, tastes like plain old piss to me. Dude, oh shit. Dude, oh fuck, bro. Dude, you know, that reminds me, guys, can I just, a quick sidebar? So there is a movie. It was one of those Scott Baio and Willie Ames movies, okay? That was like, I don't know, Young Doctors in Love or some shit like that. It was like one of those like sex movies with fucking from the 80s, okay? That had like girls' shirts busting open and shit, whatever, these cheesy movies that were on cable. But there was one where like this teacher was talking about tasting the piss, and the student, like, one of the students did it, and the teacher was like, aha, I just just fucking got you. And the teacher was like, well, I actually wasn't tasting the piss. I stuck this finger in and put this finger in my mouth. And the student was like, well, if you had tasted it, you would have noticed like an elevated level of something or other. And so the teacher like grabbed the flask, takes a big old chug of piss. And he's like, tastes like plain old piss to me, dude. Oh shit. Dude, was it Zapped? Yeah, I mean, it could have been Zapped. All those movies were the same. Oh, fuck, dude. I just thought about that, where he's like, tastes like plain old piss to me. And then the students, like, fucking, like, lied about fucking tasting it. Like, the student got the teacher to drink the piss. Oh, dude, that's pretty funny. Oh, shit, boss. Oh, that was good. Oh. Yeah, man. See, this stuff is gnarly, dude. Seriously. This shit is so like, it is, you know what I mean? It is like a non-stop parade of total fucking degeneracy and racism and fucking, like, dude, I don't even know what to say, man. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't know what to say, because they're getting more and more extreme, and in fact, they're getting so extreme that your standard run-of-the-mill racism and Islamophobia and shit, it starts to feel like not even a big deal, okay? You have people like Asmongold, but like, it's not just Asmongold. It's Donald Trump. It's also people like Randy Fine, okay? Randy Fine will say the gnarliest shit about like Muslims, about like they should be dragged out and pew-pewed and whatever. And he is a sitting congressman. And he will say this shit that is so rotten and so dehumanizing and so degenerate. It's fucking crazy. It is like, it's just becoming commonplace now. Like, Trump has elevated extreme racism to, it's gotten so normalized. It's gotten so normalized. And let me just tell you, I don't know if this will last, right? It's gonna last like a week or whatever. But the current CEO of Twitch, guys, I'm pretty sure he's a MAGA bro. Okay, I am pretty sure he's a MAGA dude. The current CEO of Twitch. I've met him a couple of times now, like in person. Like, I went to a dinner with him like 2 years ago when he first took over with a bunch of other streamers. It was me, and it was Austin, gay Austin that's always on Hasan's stream. It was me and Austin and some girls from Salem and a couple other Call of Duty streamers. Yes, we met with Dan Clancy. This was a couple years ago at this dinner. And then I just talked to him last summer. When I got banned, the reason I'm streaming on YouTube is I met Dan Clancy and I got in an argument with him. And then I got banned like a couple days later on Twitch. And I was like, fuck this. And so I left Twitch. And so I almost guarantee he's a MAGA bro, okay? Because we got into it over like their rules and they're like them stripping political ads from politics streamers that they consider like incendiary or whatever. And he was talking about Trump. And I was like, do you actually fucking believe that? Like, what do you even fucking stand for? We got in a crazy argument. Dude, everybody was like, dude, it was like a mixer, okay? I mean, he loves Hasan. He does not. He does not, bruv. He does not love Hasan, okay? He is like, I mean, he loves the size of Hasan's stream, but he fucking was like, he always feels like Hasan is threatening his job, right? Because Hasan won't like back down and be more fucking chill. But yeah, the last time I talked to him was last summer, and it was like a mixer. I mean, I'll be honest, I went there to ambush him, okay? I went there to ambush Dan Clancy. I knew Dan Clancy was meeting at this mixer. It was this big open event where a bunch of like brand new streamers were there, and they were going to be like, oh, we get to talk to the president of Twitch. And so I waited there at this mixer until Clancy showed up. And then we had met. I reintroduced myself. We started talking, and then I ambushed him about the political streaming and the ads and Twitch's stance and the way Twitch was like moving in a right-wing direction. And what the fuck are you doing about this? And he and I had like a 30-minute shouting match in the middle of this mixer. Everyone was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I left, right? I was like, I'm out. And then 3 days later, I got fucking banned. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is, though, is he was talking about Hasan, too, that night to me. And he does not love him. I mean, he loves the attention and the carrot that Hasan is for streamers, and the fact that he brings a lot of traffic to Twitch. But he also, though, it's like a reluctant love. You know what I mean? I mean, if Hasan lost, 60% of his audience, like they would probably engage him very, very different. Okay. Because literally, Twitch, the gaming fucking world is sort of dying off compared to what it was 5 years ago. And Twitch is not making a profit. Like Twitch is not there. It's not a profitable company. You know what I'm saying? And so there is, it's like Kai, Hasan, Asmongold. There's a handful. There's like 30 streamers. But again, though, guys, listen to me. I want you to understand the business model, okay? Because the thing is, guys, Twitch doesn't make their money off Hasan and 𝗙𝗃. They don't make their money off the big guys, okay? I know you think they do because, 𝗙𝗃 has like, 1 million subs, right? But they make their money off the people that watch the big guys and try to stream themselves. That's where they make their big money. So the 𝗙𝗃s and the Hasans and the Asmongolds of the world are these guys who get extraordinarily wealthy, and they become the faces that they get super famous. And then what ends up happening is then 1 million kids go out and start a stream, and they each get 5 subs. And so those 1 million kids watching these creators bring in 5 million subs, right? That's really where they do make their money when they make it, is they make it from the people trying to be famous, okay? So it is a game. That's why they've got to have those famous voices there, because if there's no really famous people on your platform, nobody wants to stream on your platform. So it is a bit of a fucking, a little bit of a shuck and jive, You know what I'm saying? It is. It's a little bit of a hustle. They would sink, but Twitch though is not profitable. Okay, Twitch is not profitable at all. But Dan Clancy though, like I distinctly, when talking to him, that Dan Clancy, Dan Clancy is like, I'm pretty sure he's a MAGA bro. Okay, and Twitch definitely changed when he came on. It's not the same. Okay, Twitch isn't profitable. Yeah, it's not. Well, because the thing about Twitch, guys, The thing about Twitch is part of it is the server space, but part of it is because the streaming is not a long-term viewing thing, okay? Like streaming is a check-in, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, YouTube is a video watching platform. So people go and they watch everything. They watch baseball highlights. They watch movie reviews. They watch podcasters. They watch live streamers. They watch videos about, World War II and how to fix their flat tire, right? But people come to YouTube and they're watching videos. Streamers are like lots and lots of people go and watch for a really small amount of time. That's what streaming is. Streaming is where famous people are there every day, right? And you can go and watch them for a little bit in the afternoon or whatever. But it's like a hit and run, and you usually go to watch the people that you are targeting to see, right? You don't go to Twitch and see, let me find some streamers to watch today. You go to Twitch to watch Hasan or to watch 𝗙cie𝗶𝗃, right? You go right when you stream, when you go to watch a stream, you're going to watch a specific stream for the most part, right? And especially with Twitch, there's no discovery feature, so it's kind of like, it's just really hard for them to make money. And they're advertising. Dude, let's go, Tommy. Who is that greasy guy? That's Asmongold. Thank you, Stephanie. And their advertising too is just like one ad, right? They have one ad that plays over and over and over again, right? They don't have, like, YouTube has like thousands, tens of thousands of advertisers, right? And Twitch will have like one advertiser that advertises to everyone on the platform. Like there is an upside to it though, is that like, Twitch, it's like you can do a lot more shit there. Okay. You can get away with a lot more shit there. That's the one upside, is they have way fewer advertisers. There's only a couple of advertisers and they play the same ads on repeat, but they're also pretty lax with their rules. You can watch a lot of copywritten shit there. You can play copywritten music as long as it doesn't go to your VOD. You can say much racier shit, I think, on Twitch that you can on YouTube, but it's like, I don't know. Dude, Twitch is kind of dying. It is kind of dying. I mean, it used to be really cool. It used to be really like open and inclusive, and they defended people. They used to defend women. They would defend the LGBTQ. And in, around 2020, it was like a lot of cutting edge content was there that you couldn't get anywhere else. And now it's become like, just a lot of like red pill adjacent slop, right? That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it used to be the cutting edge of the cutting edge. But yeah, dude, this shit though, bro. This shit is fucking crazy, boss. Right? This shit. I mean, the fact that total degenerates, right? Total degenerates, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Just riffing on murdering innocent immigrants, right? That is where Asmongold has hit today, guys. Okay? Asmongold today landed upon, he suggested murdering anyone who tries to cross the border, even if they bring their kids, and then saying, I don't know why people get so emotional about this and why there aren't more people like me. Bro, right? This is the end result of Trumpism. Is let's murder everybody that's not a sweaty, greasy, long-haired, degenerate freak. And yes, he did say that he would do it. He would pew whomever. If it's kids, women, men, anybody, they gonna stop coming over. They gonna stop coming over, guys. Dude, a stalwart. Crazy, dude. Right? What fucking degenerates, man. Isn't that nuts, guys? Dude. Twitch hasn't given an official reason yet. Dude, come on, bro. Dude, you know the reason. Right? Dude, look at this, though. Look at these idiots. Look at this person. Why Twitch keeps banning biggest streamer? I mean, dude, this has got to be a bot, bro. Come here. Look at this. Dude, hold on. Dude, it's Australia. There's no way, dude. Is this a bot? Look at this. Why Twitch keeps banning biggest streamer Asmongold, but not Hasan Piker, who says America deserves just asking questions. But like, yo, dude, Hasan did get banned. A, Hasan did get banned when he said that. B, that was 7 years ago. Right? Like, bro, can you think of something that Hasan or Hasan Piker has said in the last 7 years, dude? Dude, they're still talking about, like, it's like that 9/11 comment is like the Laken Riley of Hasan Piker comments. Like, bro, really? Anytime I see somebody talk about something outrageous Hasan said, it was like 5 years ago or 7 years ago. It's like, bro, dude, look at this. What he said is vastly unpopular, but is it wrong? You know what I'm saying? Dude, right? Dude, right? Fucking A, bro. Calling for kids to be shot should result in a ban. Yes. Dude. They, you know, he still says bad things. Yeah, I don't even think he says bad things. I think he says he gets into long rants like I do, and then he fucking like riffs on shit. You know what I'm saying? When he gets angry, right? But like this idea though that you know, like I've been seeing a clip today online, like trying to say that Hasan doesn't like black people. Okay, right? That was the operative thing today, was a cut up of Hasan Piker of like 5-second clips. It was put out by the Republicans, and it was trying to say, oh, Hasan Piker hates black people. But it's like, no, it was a bunch of different clips of him arguing with chatters where he was like, you know, I'm sick of like black voters this and black voters that and black voters that. And he is talking about like Democrats moving right and making it worse for black voters. And like the fact of the matter is we should stop the Democratic Party from making it worse for black voters. And like, so quit bombarding me with this idea that the Democratic Party is making it better for black voters, because they're not, guys. Okay? The Democratic Party in the last 10 years has not been making it better for black people in America. Okay? They have not. The Voting Rights Act is getting dismantled. Okay? You know what I'm saying? As we speak, they removed women's right to fucking, you know, to their uterus, and all of that disproportionately hits fucking like large black populations in the state that now have like, you know what I'm saying? How many black women are going to die during pregnancy in the next 10 years because of those abortion bans, especially like doctors that won't even initiate any type of life-saving care? It's almost like an excuse for doctors to let black women die during pregnancy. Like, give me a fucking break, man. You know what I'm saying? And we literally watched that shit happen. We stood by while they stole Supreme Court seats from the black president, and then they stole another one during Trump's fucking term. And then Joe Biden ran in there when his brain was like a goddamn like fried noodle. Okay. And he's still like, I'm going to run again. I can't find the fucking door to leave the room, but I'm ready to take on Trump. Just put Trump in front of me and fucking let's go. Right? You know what I mean? Like, give me a fucking break, dude. You know? And literally though, to go back to that clip, okay? Because here's the thing. You ready? Let's do this. Here, I'll show you the clip where they cut it up. Again, they cut the shit out of this thing. Okay? It's this one. It's crazy that the fucking Republican Party is posting this shit. Okay? And Ethan Wolf did this too, but here it is. It's 30 seconds.
Fuck what black people care about. The Democratic Party literally is going to fucking lose. Even if they don't lose, move the country to a significantly more right-wing position. Oh, black people care about this. Black people care about that. Like, shut the fuck up. That's not how politics works. I hate that. I hate this, like, shield. Okay? I hate this fucking idiotic shield, okay? Oh, well, Hasan, how dare you? Like it or not, black people care about this issue. It's like, it's such a fucking stupid stance.
All right, now, that is not his commentary on all fucking black people at all. You don't even know what he's talking about because they snipped out like 5 seconds here and 5 seconds there and 10 seconds there, but you don't hear the whole conversation where they're taking those clips, which is the thing that actually explains what he's talking about. But can I just tell you, this guy has helped elect more people of color in the last year, guys. 𝗙𝗪𝗓𝗧 𝗙𝗪𝗓𝗧, black woman. He fucking helped get her elected, okay? Donovan McKinney in Michigan, black man. He helped him get elected. Chris Rabb, black man. He helped him get elected. Okay, this guy has literally fucking been out there on the ground campaigning, getting minority candidates across the country elected to fucking office. And now they're trying to like cut and snip some shit to make it look like, oh, this guy's a terrible racist. Dude, this guy has done more for black people than Hillary fucking Clinton has. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And he isn't even a goddamn politician. You know what I mean? I mean, what did Hillary Clinton do for black people other than the hot sauce? She started the rumor about Obama being a Muslim. Okay? She tried to sink his goddamn campaign with racist bullshit saying he couldn't win in the general. All right? She started the birther controversy, her fucking staff did, that Donald Trump then ran with. Okay? She didn't campaign at all in any of the swing states because she thought the election was hers. She helped fucking contribute us to Trump. And the only thing she did for black people was what? To show up with some hot sauce in her fucking purse? Give me a fucking break, dude. You know what I'm saying? And like, this shit makes me so mad. Dude, her campaign, like, tried to fucking sink Obama, guys. Okay? You know what I mean? Dude, this shit fucking, this shit makes me mad. All right? This shit makes me mad because the thing about it is now, again, I'm not going to say that everything fucking Hasan says is great, okay? Because he can be incendiary, guys. But there's a reason at times for being incendiary, all right? He addressed this clip. All right, let's see what we got here.
Okay, dude. I've been saying this out there. Hasan, not listen to the very real black people who have the border as a top issue. Grr. To every black leftist defending Hasan Piker, defend this. What is the YouTube shorts? What like is it or not, black people care about the border. Man, shut the fuck up. Oh, this is one of the psychos, right? Like, this is literally, isn't this one of like the weirdos who was constantly like clipping shit? Black people care about the border. I don't give a fuck what black people care about. The Democratic Party literally is going to fucking lose, even if they don't lose, move the country to a significantly more right-wing position. Oh, black people care about this, black people care about that. Like, shut the fuck up. That's not how politics works. Oh, they're a hutch chatter? Oh, that's awesome. The hypothetical was taking Epstein's ideology versus Hasan to its maximum position as president. Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein would probably be a better president than Hasan. Yeah, also, I don't know if you noticed this, but this is an older clip from before the election, and I'm right. So them resurfacing this is hilarious. They're resurfacing this clip from 2024, where I'm saying Democrats moving to the right on immigration is either going to cost them the election, which it did, and if it doesn't cost them the election, it will actually, if they win the election, it will actually make the country more racist and more right-wing, and that's not a good thing either. And it's literally correct. Like, I cook. People trying to do standpoint theory to be like, no, as a black person, I'm advocating for a more white nativist anti-migrant policy is not something that I'm ever going to give ground to give room to fucking talk about. That's not how we roll around these parts, okay? Like, it's awesome. And I love that they posted this to be like, we cooked. Not even a week in and you've already redeemed? Yeah, I know. Read this sentence slowly. Governor Gavin Newsom, crypto executives and business leaders are ramping up efforts this week.
Blah, and so on and so forth. But you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, but again, they have some weird fucking clip of this shit, right? And you know what I'm saying? If you think this won't depress black turnout. But again, though, look at this shit, guys. Okay? I want to point something out here. And I know that there's like a fair number of black people who view this stream. And I'm like, look at what this guy says. Okay? This guy, Ethan Wolf, used to work for 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗡. 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗡 is that white guy, that old white guy who won, right? Who won fucking the George Santos's district, okay? Which is it's like Rye, New York, and Long Island, and fucking it's like a really like very moneyed part of Long Island, okay? Right? Ethan Wolf worked for this guy. But look at what he says in this tweet. Okay? Look at this tweet. It says, it sucks. This is who Abdul has chosen to campaign with. If you think this won't depress the black turnout, you're not paying attention. Okay? But like, guys, this is what pisses me off. Okay? Because a lot of these people that like work for 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗡 or a lot of these moderate Dem people, the only thing they're concerned about is black voter turnout. They don't care about the black voters. They don't care that the black voters never get health care. They don't care that the black voters can't get home loans. That they fucking are, all their shit is getting stripped civil rights wise, right? They just care that the black voters turn out and vote for the Dem party. That's what they're worried about. And Abdul El-Sayed is actually trying to campaign on real fucking policies that will help black people. It's not even about voters. It's about let's help black Americans accrue some fucking wealth, get healthcare and education, not get snatched up and fucking like run into prison for nothing for a fucking weed violation, right? Let's allow them to build wealth and pass it down to their fucking descendants. You know what I mean? And live in a life where they can walk down the street without worrying about getting shot if they fucking jaywalk. And yet, these people, right, dude, yeah, reparations would be a good start too. But these guys are like, man, oh, we don't want to depress the black turnout, right? We got to focus on the black turnout. But 𝗙𝗪𝗏𝗍, okay, this guy, Rep. 𝗙𝗪𝗏𝗍, who this guy worked for, dude, there's no black people in 𝗙𝗪𝗏𝗍's fucking district, bro. You know what I'm saying? There is no black people in 𝗙𝗪𝗏𝗍's district. Hardly any, right? Hardly any, man. Dude, this makes me so mad, guys. It really does, dude. It fucking makes me so mad. Dude, Hasan was moaning about this yesterday. It's true. It is true, guys. I'm telling you, I did not. I have had a massive awakening in the last 2 years, guys. Okay? Because my assumption was always that the Democratic Party was the party that takes care of black people, right? They're defending them, the Civil Rights Act and all that. But then I go through the 90s and I'm like, God damn, Bill Clinton sure put a lot of black people in prison. And they put a lot of black people, like that Democratic president, put a lot of black people in prison for like marijuana crimes and shit. And then I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. What the fuck is up with that? Right? And then, like, you know, their fucking tax policy was always, even the Democratic tax policy was gravitating towards, you know, the white people, right? Excuse me. You know? And it's just like, now, what has happened? Okay? The abortion got overturned, right? The fucking ICE is out of control, and black and brown people are fucking in danger. The cop killing has never stopped. Okay? People cheering for cop killers has never stopped. You know? And beyond that, the Voting Rights Act has gotten dismantled. And, you know, most of the Democrats are like, well, let's just make sure we send some more missiles to fucking Benjamin Netanyahu so we can kill some foreign kids. Dude. Crazy. Yeah, dude, capitalism is not working. That's why Hillary lost a lot of the black vote, because of her husband's increase. Dude, the jailing in the 90s was fucking ridiculous, guys. All right? Yeah, dude, this shit, though, fucking, like, burns my fucking, right? This shit burns my crank, dude. It really does. All right? It does. Dude, it burns my crank. All right, now, you ready, though? You ready for some good news, guys? Right? Today was the Voting Rights Act 61st anniversary. Yeah, it sucks, dude. It sucks, man. And what's crazy about it, too, you ready for this? Here's what's crazy, okay? What's crazy about this is 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝐶, his platform would be the best thing, is the best possible thing for every black American in the country. Free access to education, okay? That you cannot get priced out of, okay? Guaranteed health care that they can't charge you more for or somehow avoid paying for your health care because of your color or your nationality or your gender. Guaranteed health care, guaranteed education, guaranteed fucking wages. That is good for all minorities in America. Now, I don't understand why the propaganda is so thick that there are minority people in America that think like having guaranteed health care, having guaranteed education, and having high wages is dangerous. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And dude, we gotta fucking sort that out, because what they're going to do is we're gonna spend the next 3 months with people saying like, oh, black people aren't going to vote for 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. And it's like, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they, guys? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't they? Won't doctors get paid less if we have free healthcare? No. Like the massive cost in healthcare is not about the doctor's cost. First off, a lot of doctors don't make money, don't make that much money. When you get into county hospitals and you get into like rural hospitals, the doctors don't make shit. Okay, the reason why healthcare is so expensive here is there's a number of reasons, but primarily it's because of the fucking administrative salaries. Because you have every hospital, you have every medical clinic, you have every fucking insurance company, you have every insurance middleman, and all of those have this huge upper management fucking slot where there's a bunch of people making like 500 grand a year that are administrators. Okay? So like 40% of the medical budget is just going to administrators. And we do this shit in schools too. If you go to a school, the teachers aren't making any money, but the fucking principal is. Okay? Right? And that's what happens. There's a layer of administrative bureaucracy. And then when you get into the health insurance companies, they're generating profits for shareholders. And the whole thing is about fucking generating as much profit as possible because they're huge public fucking corporations. Okay? And it's about the healthcare is about making profit instead of about providing care. Okay? That's just it. Like, you know, that is a huge, huge problem. The administrative salaries, if you go into these companies, all of these healthcare companies, there's like there's a huge swath of people that are making insane amounts of money, and all they're doing is like taking meetings and fucking pushing papers around, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, the doctors, I think doctors could potentially make more money if healthcare wasn't a for-profit industry, okay? Right? That's just it. You know, they're spending so much money on other shit, you know? That's my thought on the matter. And schools, though, are the same way, okay? Since Michigan primary is open, likely Republicans voting for Stevens? Yeah. No, I think so, too, okay? I think so, too. I think Abdul is going to win. I don't think this shit is going to fucking, you know, I don't think talking about Hasan Piker for 3 months is going to end the campaign. Right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what the fuck, bro? Right? I mean, give me a break. Guys, you ready? Listen to me. Abdul El-Sayed campaigned with Hasan Piker because Hasan Piker has got a bunch of young people excited about the future of American politics. All right, Hasan Piker occasionally says some shit that's edgy. Sure, I'll give you that. Dude, Joe Biden was best fucking friends with Robert Byrd, one of the most notorious fucking racists in modern fucking times, bro. That was Joe Biden's good buddy. Okay, President Joe Biden was best friends with one of the most notorious Dixiecrat fucking motherfuckers out there. So give me a fucking break if you want to talk about association. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a fucking break, dude. You know? Dude. Edgy? Yeah. That's what I call it, dude. Dude, let's go. Yeah, no, Hasan definitely helped him. Let's go. We want change, baby. Edgy ain't the same as blatantly racist and anti-black, so they should get off his nuts. They should get off his nuts. Dude, get off his nuts, boss. All right, I do have to admit, though, guys, you ready? Listen to me. I have to admit that part of the reason why I got into political streaming was because of Hasan Piker, okay? I admit it, because he's aggressive and a cage rattler, okay? And guys, I've always been like that. I have always been a little bit of a fucking cage rattler. No matter what I do, I try to like shake things up. Like even when I was a gamer, When I was a gamer, I defended the hot tub streamers. I defended the transgender people. I went up against Andrew Tate. I wasn't going to just sit there and do what the gaming community expected me to do. I was always like fucking shaking shit up for a greater good, man. And sometimes you gotta fucking rattle some cages. You can't just sit there and be nice. I mean, look at what being fucking, taking the high road has gotten us. The Voting Rights Act is overturned. Every black voter in the South has no representation anymore because of the high road. Okay, 2 Supreme Court seats got stolen because of the high road, right? Women's fucking Roe v. Wade got overturned because of the high road. I don't want the goddamn high road anymore. I want some aggressive, mouthy motherfuckers, okay? I'm tired of being a fucking high road bullshit while these fucking MAGA Republicans come in and literally take steaming human shits right on top of us. And then we're like, we got to appeal to the fucking, we got to move to the right. It's like, fuck you. I don't want to move to the right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to move to the right. And if the right wingers want to vote for fucking Mike Rogers and sink the fucking state of Michigan, let them. Let them suffer the goddamn consequences, and then maybe they'll fucking wake up after that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, dude. I'm serious. I am tired of this pandering. We gotta pander. We gotta pander to these bullshit. Not like they're not being honest. Okay, they are not being honest. These people. I see everybody all day on Twitter. Okay, who are like all day on Twitter are like, you gotta seek out the moderates. The moderates. It's like, give me an answer why moderates wouldn't want healthcare, education, and high wages. It's not about moderates. It's about fucking Israel. It's about fucking, he's a Muslim. It's about rampant Islamophobia in the Democratic Party. It's about people not wanting to change because every white person in America has it pretty goddamn good, and they don't really want change that will help people that are not white. So they sit there and say, let's like get you some affordable health care, meaning I'm going to get affordable health care and you're going to get shit, okay? And it's like, fuck that, man. I am tired of that. Dude, and I'm tired of the way these people have behaved since Kamala Harris lost, okay? It's like Kamala Harris, dude, I defended her while she like tried to moderate and fucking hang out with Liz Cheney and appeal to the rural white American. And dude, none of that shit worked. So fuck that strategy, bro. Dude, Dems care more about appealing to the right than they do about maintaining their own base. Let's go. And God damn it, guys, you ready for this? I don't want to just seek the black vote. I want to actually get some policies that help black people. Okay? I want to start crafting policy and instituting policy that help black people. Not go say some nice shit and try to convince black people to vote for us. Dude, reparations would be great, man. You know, for black people and for native people. That would be a great start. But you know what I'm saying? Like, can we actually do something good for black people instead of just like, you know, trying to get their vote? You know? I mean, seriously. All right. That's my rant. Dude, Harris, I know, dude, Harris, she is planning, she is trying, I think she is testing the waters, Kamala Harris, of running again, but trying to be the fucking, the DSA candidate. Right? You should sell, you know what I'm saying? Dude, let's go. Dude, that was a rant. I'm sorry. But guys, anyway, just so you know, like when you see like whatever edgy shit that Hasan says, it's because of a rant like that, right? Like the thing I just said, right? That was a crazy rant. I'm spirited. I'm riffing off the people in chat, and you just start screaming and yelling and shit goes off. It's like, you know, one day I'm going to be big enough where they're going to be clipping me and trying to say that I'm racist. Can I just tell you guys? Oh my God. Can I just tell you? I had a clip like that when I was a gamer. Oh, fuck, dude. Should I show you this? They tried to say I was a racist when I was a gamer. Guys, I shit you not. They had a whole thing where they tried to fucking say that I was a racist and that let me show you. Let me go to the fucking, to the acting like Tommy TikTok. All right. This is crazy, dude. Watch this. Okay. This was my gamer TikTok. Let me look in, it's in the populars. It was a million something video. Where was it? Where was it? Let me see if I can find it here. There's one of these. Is it this one? No. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to find it for you. Dude. So what it was is I was talking about Obama, right? And I was talking about how because he was black, everyone fucked with Obama and fucked him up, right? And because they hated him because he was black. And what ended up happening was they cut the clip right after I said, you know, Obama wasn't an idiot, but he was black. And then they cut it. And after I said, but he was black, the quote was something like, all presidents are idiots. I was like, Obama wasn't an idiot, but he was black, which meant like 40% of the country hated him just because of his skin color. And what they did was they cut the clip with me saying a lot of presidents are idiots. Obama wasn't an idiot, but he was black. And they cut the clip right there and were like acting like Tommy is a racist, acting like Tommy hates black people. And then this shit spread like wildfire. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. Right? You know what I mean? And it was like, dude, it was wild how that was their thing, dude. Let me see if this is it. We made a lot of big changes, though. No, that's not it. It was, dude, the gaming times were so fucking ridiculous. I thought I made a TikTok about this. Oh, here it is. Here it is. You ready? The unedited version. Here it is, guys. Biden is an idiot. All presidents are idiots for the most part. Dude, Obama wasn't an idiot. He was really smart, but he was black. So 40% of America wouldn't accept him just because he was black. Right? But Biden is an idiot. But that was the part where they cut it right at, but he was black. And then they spread that shit all over the internet, right? And they were like saying, dude, he's a racist. He's a racist. Look at him, right? Dude, isn't it bizarre, guys? This is what I am talking about. Like this shit being snipped out of fucking context is fucking is wild, bro. Right? It is wild. They wanted to jam me up. Dude, I got canceled so many times, bro. Oh, shit. All right. Moving on. Dude. Fucking. All right. You guys ready for some fun, good news? Okay. Some good news, fun news, guys. Look at this, guys. You ready? You ready? I'm not going to show you gameplay clips. You can go to the TikTok. All right, TikTok, just search acting like Tommy and you can go fucking watch that shit up. But guys, I do want to show you the good news. We got to go to Tennessee, guys. 2 things happened in Tennessee today that I thought were pretty good news. First, guys, is this, okay? Remember this image? I don't know if you remember this image, but this a while ago was a Christmas card by a Republican congressman. Okay, this is Andy Ogles from Tennessee, and he put out this Christmas card with his children carrying fucking AR-15s and shit. Okay, look at this. Look at this shit, guys. This is like while kids are dying of school shootings. Okay, and he's out there with his kids all carrying the hardcore weaponry. This was his Christmas card a couple of years ago. Okay? What did Andy do? You ready? He lost his primary. Dude. Dude, he lost his fucking primary. Guys, look at this shit, bro. Let's find him here. Right here, dude. 5th district. Dude. He is out of office. Dude, he's the Trump guy. The Trump guy. And guys, he is a Trumpy Trumper. Okay? He is one of the guys that, look at this shit, dude. You ready? Look at this. Okay? He is one of these guys that was talking about fucking, right? And he was endorsed by Scott Presler. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about fucking Donald J. Trump on Mount Rushmore. He was like the Trumpiest of Trumps. Yes. He was a Mount Rushmore guy. We should put Trump on Mount Rushmore. We should declare Trump a national holiday. Super smarmy, okay? Right? He was sending letters to Doug Burgum. He was just literally the fucking guy of the guys. Totally Islamophobic, totally homophobic, anti-immigrant, okay? He was literally Trump's guy among guys, and he lost in Tennessee. Dude. Now, let's just see here. Dude. Right? He fucking, dude, he, look at him. What a shitter, bro. What a fucking shitter. Let's see if Trump had fucking issued an endorsement. Here it is, dude.
Some breaking news tonight. CNN has projected that former Tennessee Agriculture Commissioner Charlie Hatcher will defeat Congressman Andy Ogles in the Republican primary for Tennessee's newly redrawn 5th Congressional District. The result is an unexpected blow to President Trump, who endorsed the incumbent Ogles in that race.
Dude, isn't that wild? See, guys, this is what I am talking about, right? Because, you ready? The thing about this is even in Trump country, some of these fucking Trumpers are like they're restless and they're going off with the heads of their own people, right? Even in Trump country. You know what I mean? They're like, you know, they are not, it's like not all of Trump country is satisfied with Trump, and they're rebelling and revolting in their own sort of ways. Now the thing about Tennessee is Tennessee is not turning blue, okay? Tennessee is not turning blue. However, there is some good shit going on there, guys, because not only did Ogles lose, okay, this piece of shit, but something else happened, okay? And that was, I mean, look at the district, dude. Look at that fucking district. I mean, talk about gerrymandering. Like, look at this bullshit district, dude, right? And what it is it's diluting the black votes from Memphis and fucking, right? It's diluting the black vote from Memphis and Nashville and then mixed in with a bunch of redneck whites. Do you see this district? Isn't this disgusting? They dilute black voters from both major cities, guys, in this bullshit district, dude. It's so fucked up, dude. It is. It is fucked up. But you know what else, guys, was pretty big? All right. Let's go into the other House race here. Right here. This is the other one that's big, is 9. Okay? Right here. Look at this one. Dude, Tennessee 9. All right? Right there. Look at that. Justin Pearson won the Democratic, right? He won the Democratic primary for the 9th district, okay? Now, again, this is again, look at it. This district also dilutes black voters from Memphis and black voters from Nashville, okay? You know what I'm saying? And fucking cuts them into a zillion ways, right? You know what I mean? Cuts them into a zillion pieces, sorry. Right? Right? You see what I'm saying? It's like the same thing. All of the districts that they make in Tennessee dilute the black voters, right? But you may remember Justin Pearson. He was one of the Tennessee 3 guys. Okay? Remember him? He was from the fucking Tennessee 3. And he was a state representative that got locked out. And they tried to fucking silence them and shit. Right? But now he just won the Democratic nomination for Congress. Okay? He's leveling up. Now, I don't think he has much chance of winning that race because it is a hardcore Republican district. But it's pretty fucking cool that he is like leveling up. You know what I'm saying? Like one day you might see this guy being the governor of Tennessee. But yeah, dude, that is what's crazy when you look at Tennessee's districts. They each of their districts literally dilutes, like Nashville is here and Memphis is here, and they literally scissor out all the black voters from those 2 cities into all white districts. And yes, and this is totally fine and okay and legal. And now it's going to get even crazier. Right? But dude, Ogles is fucking zoinked. Ogles is zoinked. Just blatant racism. It is. Now, I don't want to be controversial here, guys. I don't want to be controversial because I know that there is like a lot of racism in Mississippi and Alabama and South Carolina and Louisiana. There absolutely is. But I still, after touring the whole country, I still believe that some of the most virulent racism in America some of like the nastiest, like uncovered, like unhidden racism in America is in Tennessee. Okay, I will go to my grave saying that even though there's more like definitely much deeper and crazier racism in other parts of the South, it's still a little like kept unspoken. But Tennessee is like, it's like blatant. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go into any small town in Tennessee and hear people openly using the N-word in like a fucking restaurant. I shit you not. Every fucking small town in Tennessee, you literally, you go into any restaurant there and you will hear people just using the N-word like right out in the open, okay? You know what I mean? I mean, it's deeply racist in Alabama and Mississippi and shit, but they pretend like they're not racist in a lot of places. But in Tennessee, it's like nobody pretends. They're literally like, yeah, I'm fucking racist, aren't you? Right? Right? That's what, I swear to you, it's like so bad there. It's disgusting, dude. It is. It's disgusting. It's fucking gross. Dude, but Ogles is gone, dude. Dude, let's see him. Has he tweeted about it yet? Let's see. Where is he? This is his campaign account. Dude, where is Ogles? Oh, here he is, dude. Here's Ogles.
Importation of Islam into this nation undermines our communities, our city.
Dude, he's such an Islamophobic piece of shit, dude. Right? Dude, bye-bye. Bye-bye. He does look like Benny Johnson's dad. He really does. Dude, I wonder if he's as GAY as Benny Johnson, right? But look at that, right? Trump's endorsement collides with $2 million effort to oust House ally. Dude, all shit. And the governor, though, the outgoing governor, right? The outgoing governor endorsed Ogles' opponent. Isn't that crazy? I mean, we love to see it, dude. These guys are fucking degenerates. But let's see if he said anything. Dude, here's his little clip of him hanging out.
Oh. Sweetheart.
What's your name?
My name is Mr. Andy. What's your name?
High
five. Good job.
Dude. Dude, what is he doing, bro? Dude, keep her away from... Yo, yo, yo. Dude, we got cut off, bro. Yeah, we got cut off. They're trying to silence me.
I was county executive in Murray County, and when we ultimately had to close our schools because of COVID, the issue that I faced was over half of our kids, my kids, weren't getting, their only food they were getting was at school. Can I have a hug? Oh, sweet girl.
Dude, what a bullshit artist. Very southern part of Illinois is extremely racist, and I felt uncomfortable when I saw everyone in '89. Let's go, Elf! Yeah, dude, there's so much racism in America, guys. It fucking sucks, bro. It does. It fucking sucks. Elf, good to see you, boss. Dude, the Cubs are fucking killing. Dude, how are you guys loving the Cubs? Oh my God, guys, the Mariners. Can I just sidebar? I'm going to cry about baseball here for like 1 minute. Okay? Pardon me while I cry about baseball. The Mariners won a big game last night, and then today they lost 11-0. And it was so bad that by the 9th inning, they had a right fielder was pitching instead of a pitcher. Dude, it was embarrassing how fucking bad we were. Right? Like, dude, like, what the fuck? How is my team do great one day and then the next day they are the worst baseball team I've ever witnessed in my life, bro? And what's crazy is they're still only 3 games out of first place. They could still win the division, bro, if they can get their shit together. They were playing Detroit. And like, bro, and their manager had gotten suspended because one of the pitchers hit one of the players on purpose. And so there was a fucking snafu. And so we were, all of our like second stringers were playing today. We didn't even field like a first string team. We basically rested everyone since the manager was fucking, so, right? So it was kind of like, you know, it was like all our second stringers were playing, but still, it was hard to watch, dude. I turned it off. Dude, I watched the end of the Boston game, dude. The Boston game was pretty exciting. Something's happening with the Red Sox, okay? Definitely something's happening with the Red Sox. They've had like 3 8 to 15 game win streaks already this year. Like crazy ones, and they won that exciting game in like in fucking like the 13th inning or some shit. Dude, it's nuts. You're a fan of Aaron Judge? All right, I'm gonna be seeing Aaron Judge, right? In fucking 6 days, baby. Next Wednesday, I will be in Yankee Stadium. Okay, I'm gonna be seeing the Mariners and the Yankees. You should watch the game. We're going to be sitting basically right behind the fucking on deck circle on the Mariners side, like right by the Mariners dugout. We have really good seats. We do. We have amazing seats here. Let me see. We're going to be sitting. Yeah, dude, it's cool. I'm excited. Dude, Elf says, I'm genuinely shocked that the Cubbies coming back from 5th place. Let's go! Dude, they're killing it, boss. Here we go. Hold on. There we go. Dude, we're going to be sitting right there, dude. Oh, shit. 3rd row behind the fancy boxes. Let's go. That's going to be our view next Wednesday. Dude, I'm so pumped. I've never been to Yankee Stadium, right? I've never been there. It is a classic fucking stadium, though. But the on-deck circle is like right here. So if they ever show the batter on deck, you might actually see us like behind them, right? So there you go. All right. There you go, boss. But yeah, dude, Ogles went down, bro. Dude, Ogles down. Now, I don't know if Ogles knew he was going to lose, but this is pretty exciting. This is pretty exciting, dude. But guys, look at this. 9 House members. Okay, 9. The Trump-backed Republican lost. Yes. So here's what happened. Is Ogles was like one of the extreme ones. Extreme Islamophobic, extremely fucking like head up Trump's ass. Trump endorsed him. And then they were trying to unseat him. And at the last minute, the governor of Tennessee, the outgoing governor, endorsed this guy's challenger. And Ogles lost. And he lost big, guys. He lost by almost 8 points, which is fucking, that's pretty crazy. Right? He was one of Trump's like staunchest defenders. Yeah, no, it is good news. Okay? It is good news. Marsha Blackburn is the candidate for governor, right? But it's hard though, because, you know, nobody fucking, right? Nobody blue is winning this state, right? This state is so solidly red. Like, look at even the primary. Look at the number of people that turned out. 700,000 for the Republicans, 350,000 for the Democrats, right? It's like, yikes. It is like solidly fucking, you know, Republican state. But Ogles is gone, which is huge news, dude. Dude, you gotta love it. Oh, shit. Whoa. Yeah, I see people talking about freedom of speech. So, I mean, we should be clear, guys, that the concept of freedom of speech is simply that, you know, the government can't jail you, right? Like, you can go against the government and you cannot be put in jail, right? You know, but I don't think it, like, I don't know. I don't think it necessarily means that we should just be able to say whatever the fuck we want when we want without, you know, without there still being consequences. You know what I mean? I mean, it is hard though. That is where it does get dicey is, and I think this is true with all freedoms, is it gets dicey because, you ready? You have freedom, but the people around you have freedom. So we have the freedom to do shit that isn't fucking destroying other people's freedom, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I mean, I have the freedom to say whatever I want, but people of color have the freedom to not have racial slurs shouted at them, right? You know what I'm saying? So if some white guy's running around exercising his constitutional right to spit racial slurs in the restaurant, you know, the people in the restaurant of color have a right to eat dinner in that restaurant without having to hear racial slurs. And so therefore a punch in the mouth or an ejection from the restaurant or, you know, whatever should ensue, right? It is a like, I mean, there are, I think there's a social contract, okay? There is a social contract that ensues too. When you live in a society, it's like you agree to a you know, a definition of freedom that allows everybody to have sort of equal protection of, you know, the right to live without being, you know, harassed or oppressed, right? You know, right? You know, it's fucking, it is one of the things. That's why fighting words are a thing. Indeed. Can I just tell you something, guys? I need to vent here for a sec, okay? And before we change topics, I'm going to vent. So I got some PTSD last night. I don't know if you guys saw this, but like, bro, there was a clip going around on Twitter last night of a Mexican influencer. Okay, there was like some Mexican streamer, a really popular guy who was out on the street live streaming to a chat like this. And these two guys drove up on a motorcycle and on the live stream, a guy just pulls out a gun and points it right at this dude's head and pulls the trigger. And it literally, like, I literally got PTSD from watching this clip. I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? Dude, it was so crazy. It was so crazy. And this clip was just going around on Twitter. And you know, the first thing that I thought of when I saw that was, I was like, I bet, because it was a cartel killing. And the first thing I thought of when I saw that was, I bet those cartels bought that handgun. I bet that handgun got purchased from America. That was the first thing I thought of, is I would be willing to bet that they got their guns from us. And like, that's one of the things that I don't like about like this country, is the fact that we, America, our country, you, me, everybody here that lives in this country, how like so much of the death and destruction that is happening worldwide is happening because we're creating the tools for that death and destruction to happen. Like, we are literally, our karma is to create tools of death and tools of destruction and tools of oppression that literally get used, like our economy, what flourish it has is because we give people tools to hurt people. You know what I'm saying? And that's really like heartbreaking to me. Yes. Yeah. They were like, I mean, there's a lot of shit going on in there where some of the streamers down there will talk about cartel people, and they're trying to make there's some, with that Mexican streamer, there are some theories that the cartels are sort of trying to make a statement, like trying to make it so none of the streamers will talk about cartel business and shit. Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude. It's pretty gross. But it was really shocking to me. Okay, it was really shocking to me because, like, I'm like, man, I wouldn't be surprised if that gun came from America. And I'd really like to like sort of change our karma on that shit. Elf said, my close friend who's a lawyer, we had a long conversation about freedom of speech, and he got on a tirade about judges don't care anymore. Let's go, Elf! Thank you, boss. What do you mean about judges? Like they don't care about give me some context on that. Yeah, no, we are like the world's weapon dealer, guys. We're fucking dirty birds, dude. Okay, now let's pivot. Let's move on to Erika Kirk. Okay? You ready? Let's move on to Erika Kirk because she's back in the news today, guys. All right? Just to be clear, it's not our country. Yeah, but Miracle, the thing is we're making those guns. We're making those guns, okay? And, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, my point is we're creating the guns, okay? There's no reason for us to make millions and millions of guns if we don't fully intend them to get smuggled places, right? We're making enough guns that there's guns for every American, and many Americans own 10, and we can give them to, countries all over the world. We can sell them to Saudi Arabia. We can sell them to people that then smuggle them X, Y, and Z. And we just keep making more and more guns. You know what I'm saying? We keep making more and more guns. Oh, I see. Somebody was saying the manufacturers were delivering it to Mexico. Yeah, well, the thing about this, though, guys, is I think, okay, I think that I think that we facilitated, okay? I really think we facilitate some of this shit. You know? And I felt this way too, okay, with the drugs. With the drugs, guys. We facilitate the drug problem because the drug problem, it fuels the law enforcement industry in America. Okay? And like, there are a lot of things where if there was no drug problem, there would be, do you realize how many government agencies would be useless if there was no drug problem, guys? Like, you know, I mean, you cannot convince me that we don't create fucking certain things in order to fuel the militarization of this country. Okay? It's true, man. You know, let me just tell you, it is like I had a mechanic. Can I tell you guys? Listen to me. I had a mechanic in the 90s. Okay? I had an old Camaro. I had a mechanic that every time my car broke down, I would take it to my mechanic, and the next day he'd be like, come and get it, $200. All right? And like, I look back at that and I'm like thinking, dude, I think my mechanic was like fucking making it so my car would show up in his shop once a month. Right? You know what I mean? It's like, no matter what happened, oh, my car's not running. I fucking take it to my mechanic. The next morning, it was ready to go and it was running. Well, I swear to you, the mechanic I had in the 90s was just like fucking with my carburetor. So every fucking 6 weeks, the car would be chugging and I would, dude, but it was always ready the next day, dude. I thought I had the best mechanic in LA. Like, this guy's so good. But like, yo, bro, I bet if I had learned how to fix cars, my car would have never broken down, right? You know what I mean? Dude, I'm telling you. But I didn't care. He was super personable and whatevs. I kept going back. Yeah, I kept going back because it was the fucking mechanic that like all the rock and roll people went to. Right? I went back because I had the great mechanic. I mean, dude, I was in my 20s, bro. I didn't care. As long as I got my car the next day, I didn't fucking care. Because, I mean, you know, 1973 Camaros, they do break down, right? And for me, I didn't care if I had to pay a mechanic. I just cared about getting my car back right away, right? So at the time, I was like, all right, as long as I have my car back the next day, I'm going to keep going there, right? If I don't have my car, then I'm not going there. But then when I got older, I looked back and I was like, I wonder if he was fucking with my car. Right? Dude. Yeah, I mean there's just entire industries based on this shit. All right, you ready? Let's look at some Erika Kirk, guys, because this shit is fucking wild, dude. Look at this shit, dude. Dude, it is Erika Kirk and Scott Bessent. Now, why does this gay guy get a pass? Right? Why is this gay guy, right? She's not telling Scott Bessent he's going to hell, is she? Is she? Right? And or Scott Presler? Does Erika Kirk go to them? Oh, you're going to hell? Right? Why do they get a pass? And dude, Scott Bessent is really creepy. This guy is, I'm telling you right now, if 20 years from now, okay, if 20 years from now we find out that this guy has like 50 kids buried in his basement, I would not be surprised, okay? I would not be surprised at all because this guy, it feels like a fucking serial killer, doesn't he? Doesn't he feel like a serial killer? I think it's because he's rich and he disavows, you know, gay lifestyle. Dude, look at this, though. He is so grimy. Right? Can't make this up. I was defending who yesterday? Defending who? Defending Erika Kirk? Dude, shut the fuck up. I was not defending Erika Kirk. Dude, I've never defended Erika Kirk. Dude, give me a fucking break. You want to get banned? Is that what you're trying to do? Dude. Dude. Yeah, somebody said I was defending Erika Kirk. Shut the fuck up. Dude, I've never defended this degenerate piece of shit. Are you kidding me? Dude. Erika Kirk? No, dude. Dude. Yeah. Dude, not a chance, bro. Defender with a fucking, with a boot. Oh, shit. Let's go. Fake news. Idiot news. But anyway, so look at this, guys. Here. So here's what I want to center on. All right. They do think money. I mean, they are Calvinists, guys. So that is true. That it is a wealth thing. Okay. All of these guys are absolutely Calvinists, where they think that the wealth is like a sign of, you know, being blessed by God. Okay. And this is one of the foundational elements of the Christianity that like colonized America. All right. And it's why they're so distorted. But look at this picture, dude. Dude, what is this photograph, guys? Look at this photo, dude. Like, did they composite him into this photo or what, bro? I mean, seriously. No, it's not AI, guys. This is so alarming. We have to deconstruct this photo, guys. Okay? Look at this shit. Look at these people. Okay? Oops. Look at these people. Like, what is going on? Dude, holy sunburn. Dude. Dude, what is up with this woman, dude? Oh my God. Bro, she's tanning at RFK Jr.'s place. Yo, Erika. Oh, it's political punk. Holy sunburn. Yo, what is up with this woman with the burned face in the Bessent picture? Like, dude, are you guys like, are you searing your acolytes now or what? What is going on? Dude, did she go hang out at the RFK Jr. nuclear tanning salon? Dude, she fell asleep next to RFK Jr.'s nuts. She woke up, her face was fucking burnt. Dude, yo, the fuck are you doing? Fuck you, bye-bye. Oh my God. Dude, look at their faces though. This girl's like, hi. Dude, and she is fucking, bro. That shit is crazy, dude. Dude, what the hell, dude? Look at, dude, it is like 20 degrees of fiends. Right? What are we doing, boss? Oh my God. Okay. What the fuck? And he's like standing there. Like, what is with the weird posture? Like, dude, I mean, they think don't look into their eyes. Yeah. Dude, is he getting ready to be like, you know, is he going to be levitated into heaven or something? This shit is bizarre, guys. It is fucking bizarre. All right. And so Scott Bessent was at the TPUSA new hire training. Okay. That's what it was. But look at this Look at what he said. He says, it was great to be at TPUSA in Phoenix, Arizona with Andrew Colvett and Miss Erika Kirk. I had the opportunity to speak with more than 150 student leaders who are working to ensure the next generation of Americans can enjoy the freedoms that make this nation so great. By the way, if you look, they're all fucking white people, dude. Every single one of these people is white, except for like the one white girl with the burnt face. Right? But they are all white. This is 100% white audience. He says, these students understand what's at stake. Congressional Democrats want to reopen the border, which will drive down wages, push housing costs and rent even higher, and return to the reckless spending that fuels inflation. America's future is brighter because of the work being done here. But like, yo, dude, we are literally spending $1 billion a day on a war for Benjamin Netanyahu. $1 billion a day. Reckless spending. Like, are you shitting me? Drive down wages? Yeah. Dude, 1 million jobs got cut last year. Every company is cutting wages. They're building robot factories, right? Rent? Okay, you closed the border and you fucking deported everybody. But where's our rent decrease? Rent keeps going up, right? The fuck are they talking about? But guys, it was Erika Kirk's response that is mind-blowing and telling. Look at what Erika Kirk said, guys. Look at this. She said, thank you, Scott Bessent, for joining us at HQ to encourage our 150 plus new hires. What an incredible blessing for them to hear firsthand about the work being done and the courage it takes to win the culture war. Look at that statement, guys. To win the culture war. That is all they are concerned about, is the culture war, right? The courage, the work being done, and the courage it takes to win the culture war. Okay? Which means what? A gay guy came to tell them how they're going to end gay rights, how they're going to end gay marriage, how they're going to criminalize trans existence, how they're going to demonize and criminalize being brown, how they're going to remove the 19th Amendment so none of the girls here with the crazy Jesus eyes can ever vote again, right? They're going to take away birth control and shit so all these girls can be knocked up in a grape and end up having to fucking take care of their grapist kids. Oh, yeah, thank you, Scott Bessent. Your culture war. But that's all they fucking care about, bro. That is all they care about. Is the culture war, guys. The culture war. Okay? Oh my God, dude. What is this? Erika Quirk?
I just want to go home. I've never been a victim of gun violence personally before. I just want to go home. Dude! I've never been a victim of gun violence personally before.
Dude! This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Dude, oh my God. Drag queen Erika Quirk dresses up as Charlie Kirk's widow to mock her over her husband's assassination. Dude, oh my God. Dude, she nails it. This drag queen nails it. Oh my fucking God. That is like the greatest fucking clip I have ever seen in my life, dude. One more time.
I just want to go home. I've never been a victim of gun violence personally before.
Dude. Oh, so good. Oh my God, that is fucking brilliant, dude. That is brilliant. Dude, what the fuck is going on here, dude?
When I sat down with Erika Kirk, she told me the conspiracy theories and lies from Owens and her minions were hurtful and frustrating. Some of the worst conspiracy theories have come for Kirk's widow.
Dude, what the fuck, bro? There's no way, dude. Dude, MS Now is like doing a thing about Erika Kirk. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And this may be the defining one of the 21st.
Dude, what are we doing, bro?
Turning Point was mobilizing young conservatives to win races large and small. Now it's tied to J.D. Vance's 2028 hopes after Erika Kirk endorsed him. And TPUSA's early midterm results have been a mixed bag. Its candidates have won a lot of state primaries, but it also poured money into board races for Arizona's biggest utility in April and lost.
We beat Turning Point USA.
Beyond elections, Charlie Kirk was trying to hold together a MAGA coalition on the brink of civil war. Now Erika Kirk has to do it without him, supporting Trump while honoring her husband's opposition to an unpopular war waged by the US and Israel against Iran. Meanwhile, conspiracists are playing back Kirk's own videos, including one questioning the assassination attempt on Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania.
Was this a setup? What's going on here?
As proof that if he were still alive, he'd be questioning his death right alongside them. And maybe he would. What's clear is that, at least online, without a North Star, Turning Point is being drowned out by the same conspiracists that Charlie Kirk used to command.
All right, you guys, straight to jail, straight to jail.
All right, I guess, you know, though, I guess they're like, I mean, so far, right? So far, though, what's interesting is like, this is not actually favorable to Erika Kirk. I thought originally this thing was like favorable to Erika Kirk, and I did jump on it, but watching this, it's like, it's pretty much fucking shredding Erika Kirk and TPUSA. So I am going to back off my initial jumping down her throat, because at first I was like, dude, what's going on? Right? It is not favorable at all, dude. Right? Not at all.
We're questioning at least Erika. I don't care who's mad. I really do not care who wants to be upset after this episode.
When I sat down with Erika Kirk, she told me the conspiracy theories and lies from Owens and her minions were hurtful and frustrating, but that she'd already lived through the worst thing that can happen to her. So she'd weather this. Prosecutors say they have DNA evidence, multiple confessions, and videos showing Robinson's guilt. Erika and Turning Point are hoping that a trial will come soon and that Robinson will be found guilty, and they're hoping that an open televised trial will quiet the conspiracy theories. I'm not so sure. It'll be easy for conspiracists to fold in the courts and evidence presented by prosecutors into their stories.
Our courts are completely compromised. Our courts want nothing to do with this.
The JFK conspiracy theory was the defining one of America's 20th century.
See, here's the problem, guys. Here's the problem with all of this shit is that they primed their audience, guys, for conspiracies. They've been doing this since the birther controversy with Obama. Okay? I mean, they were always a little nut jobby because they're religious. They believe in God. They believe in this whole fairy tale. So they are primed to believe shit that's not real, that you can't see, that like they're being told, believe this. Okay? But then it kind of started with Obama's when it got really, really bad. He's a secret Muslim. And then the deep state started becoming this thing. And it became this George Soros and the secret Muslim, right? So now you've got like what? The Jewish cabal guy and the Muslim black president that are like in cahoots. I mean, it's pretty out there. But because they're religious fanatics, they are, predisposed to buy into fake shit Their whole life is based on fake shit. Okay? So, and what's more though, is Charlie Kirk in particular, and all of these guys that were like satellite people in Trump's orbit, whether you have Charlie Kirk, Steve Bannon, Dan Bongino, 𝗙cie Patel, all of these influencers, Candace, right? All of these guys literally lived on the conspiracy theory. They lived on it. They like got their audiences humming by these deep state conspiracies. And so now there's no fucking way. Like it is never going to not be a conspiracy. You could show them irrefutable evidence, right? And nobody's going to believe it for one major reason. None of us saw a bullet come out of that man's neck. Okay? And that is a real problem. The fact that no bullet came out of that neck, and every single one of us knows if you shot anybody in the neck with any caliber of bullet, that bullet is coming out. Okay? That bullet's going to fucking reflect. Even if it hits a spine, it's going to ricochet and come out. And no bullet came out. There was no exit wound. There was just like, you didn't even see the wound. You literally just saw blood gush out of the neck. Nobody's ever going to believe shit. I don't care what they do. No one's ever going to believe anything about that case. Ever. It doesn't matter if they televise the trial. It doesn't matter if every person gets a little trial packet with all the evidence. Okay? No one is ever going to believe that happened. They trained these people to believe that everything happens because of the deep state. And so now Charlie's death, they're never going to be able to accept that, like, Charlie died. It has to be a conspiracy, right? It has to be a conspiracy. There's no way around it. Oh, here's Erika. Let's go. Right? There it is. Sorry, Tommy. Everything about TPUSA is so wrong because of everything from the top. Let's go. Dude, it started with Limbaugh. Yeah. No, it did. I mean, it started early. It definitely started with Limbaugh. I think it goes all the way back to this guy. You ready? I think it goes all the way back to this guy. You guys may not remember this guy, but the hot seat, Wally George. I think it goes back to this dude, right? On public access, and a bunch of like radio, fucking AM radio guys, dude. Oh shit. Dude. Right? Dude, you remember Wally? Dude. Wally George, bro. He was a conspiracy nut. The original Charlie Kirk in Orange County. Dude, he was crazy, bro. Dude, look at him, though. He has the fucking Trump hairpiece, dude. Yeah, the abolishing the fairness doctrine. Dude, Wally. No, this is not Saturday Night Live. This is an actual guy. Oops. It's an actual guy, right? Named Wally George. Well, you ready for this, guys? Hold on. You never heard of him, but you have heard of him. Because this guy was a conservative commentator. You know who his daughter was? His daughter was Rebecca De Mornay. His daughter, yes, Rebecca De Mornay did like sexy films, okay? And this was her dad, who was a conservative commentator, okay? Right? He was a crazy conservative commentator, and his fucking daughter, all right, was Rebecca De Mornay, right? And she fucking called him out, right? From risky business and all that shit. Yes, that was his daughter. Okay? Dude, and he was like, but he was one of the original fucking right-wing shitters. He had a show called Hot Seat. And what it was is he was from Orange County. He had a show called Hot Seat, and you would come on the hot seat, and somebody would come, and then Wally George would interview them, and they would get in a fight, like Jerry Springer. It was like the pre Jerry Springer, but it was on public access. Okay. And sometimes there would be like a fist fight, and the audience would be screaming, and Wally would be yelling at people, and veins would be popping out in his neck and shit. Dude, dude, it was pretty wild, dude. I mean, growing up in LA, like, we all saw this guy. Dude, it was fucking funny, bro. It was pretty funny. Hot Seat was the show. And you would come and get on the hot seat. And then Jerry Springer essentially took Wally George's hot seat and he took it national, right? He took it national. But I used to watch that shit. Like, we were early cable TV guys, right? That's one thing that I'm real thankful about, right? Like, my dad, okay? My dad was like, you know, not a great dad by any stretch of the means, okay? He was abusive and authoritarian, but my dad loved TV, okay? So that meant, like, we had cable TV, like, real early on, which was great because my dad both loved TV and he wasn't like, he was kind of the type of parent that was never around. So I, as a kid, when I was like 10 years old, was basically, I got educated by cable television and I could watch as much as I wanted. Like, there were no limits. So I watched everything, dude. I was watching 24-hour fucking news, all the public access, all the crazy, like, you know, sexy Porky's movies and shit when I was like 10. You know what I'm saying? I was just fucking like free for all, which was amazing, right? I loved it. I mean, I felt like it gave me, you know, I had a way bigger, you know what I'm saying? I had a way bigger lens on the world. Benny Hill was dope. See, I didn't like Benny Hill. My dad loved Benny Hill, but I didn't like Benny Hill because I don't know, Benny Hill just seemed cheesy to me, right? I know he was like really popular, but I always thought he was like super cheesy, right? I never got on the Benny Hill tip, but I watched a lot of sitcoms, right? And then I watched a lot of cable movies, which was like a lot of these independent, like, coming of age films and shit. Yeah, Benny Hill. Yeah, I don't think I liked him because he was the old guy creeping on young guys. But that was a big theme, like Benny Hill, and also the show Hee Haw was something my parents watched, which was more like old guys creeping on young guys. Dude, I didn't really like that shit. Right? I liked the fucking, I don't know. I liked the worldview. Right? Elf says, to be honest, I've listened to AM Republican radio shows since I was born in 84, and I still listen because I'm a masochist. Oh, get out, dude. Let's go. Dude, Porky's? Yeah, dude, I watch all of the Porky's movies. Dude, that's crazy. I don't know how you can listen to Republican AM radio. But yeah, dude, Erika, though, Erika is fucking, is like going down, dude. Dude, what do we got? We got Rogan. What do we got here, dude? I want to look at some of this Erika Kirk shit.
The dinosaurs aren't real one. That one's great.
But have you noticed, like, the flat earthers have fleets of people who will debate their stances? Like, fleets of them who are like, we can't wait to debate with you on the flat earth. It's like, on the other side, though, in this particular conspiracy, you can't get these people to debate their positions.
Like, who won't debate their positions?
We offered Candace Owens, I offered her $300,000 to do a debate. I was like, we'll give you $300,000.
What is her position? What does she think happened?
She thinks that Israel worked in conjunction with TPUSA and Erika Kirk to murder Charlie.
Based on what?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. Nobody actually knows. She's never presented a single shred of evidence thus far that Israel ever worked to murder Kirk, that Erika Kirk certainly didn't. In fact, her position for the longest time was, if Erika Kirk comes out and tells me to stop the conspiracy on this, I will. So Erika did. She went out publicly and she was like, enough. You're just causing more problems.
And it didn't stop anything.
Investigations going on. And then suddenly Erika's now part of the conspiracy.
Dude, isn't it funny? It is like the conspiracy, like fighting the conspiracy. Who is fucking Andrew Wilson? Look at this guy, dude. This guy just looks like a fucking pig, bro. Seriously, who is this guy? Like, right? This guy looks like a fucking moron. I mean, you know, what's funny though is Candace, she has a bunch of like evidence, okay? She does. Candace has a bunch of evidence, but I just love how conspiracy theorists are like fighting with other conspiracy theorists. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about this, guys, Joe Rogan is a conspiracy theorist. Okay? These ultra right-wing guys are conspiracy theorists, and now they're mad at Candace Owens for being a conspiracy theorist because her conspiracy is like roping in somebody that they want to like exempt from fucking conspiracies, right? Right? But I mean, they're all conspiracy theorists. Joe Rogan's entire fucking worldview is based on what if like, you know, he was an alien, right? What if? Like, why didn't I ever think of that? Why doesn't anybody like see the truth? Huh? Let's get some ibogaine and fucking like we'll shove some ibogaine. Will you shove some ibogaine up my ass and then fucking film me for like an hour? Right? It's the aliens.
By the next day, she's trying to cover it up. She's part of the conspiracy too. When I went to the TPUSA HQ,
oh God,
I talked to Erika briefly. While I was
great.
There. The first thing I did was what I think every normal, moral human being would ever do. I gave her a hug.
Dude, he gave her a hug. Dude, he's like, the first thing I did was I fucking gave her a hug. I gave her a deep hug, He gave her one of those Andrew Tate hugs, or I mean, fucking JD Vance hugs, right? Oh, look at him. Oh, I gave her a hug. Oh, look at him. He's like, I'm so sensitive. I gave her a hug, and then I told her I was going to repeal her voting rights. Right? Dude, he's like, I gave her a hug. I fucking groped her behind, and then I told her I'm going to take away her voting rights.
And I told her how god-awful sorry I was that happened to her.
Oh, yeah.
Like, can you even imagine how that's got to feel for
Dude, it didn't happen to her, boss. It happened to fucking Charlie, boss, just for the record.
For her. Especially now that she has tens of thousands of people accusing her of murdering and conspiring to murder and then cover up.
Yeah, well, why is that? Why are they accusing her of that there, buddy? Now that could it be because of the way she's behaved? Because the day he fucking was like, you know, embalmed or whatever, she was like holding on to his orange pasty hands with like a rosary and like slurping and snorting and fucking making Instagram videos of the corpse. I mean, yo, And then Benjamin Netanyahu was on TV going, Israel did not kill Charlie. What do you mean? Israel did not kill Charlie. Whoa, that's crazy talk. We did not kill Charlie. Hey, we'll pay you $7,000 to say we did not kill Charlie. Right? Dude, you had fucking Netanyahu out there like, why is he making this video? And she's making videos with the corpse. Gee, I wonder why people thought they had something to do with it. Right? Dude.
What happened to her own? I mean, that's like mind-boggling psychological torture on a level that I've never seen.
Yeah, and hindsight is 20/20, but given the reaction, I think it probably would have been better for her to like lay low for a little while.
1000%.
The going out with the sparklers was not a great idea. Like all that was not a great idea because it just seemed insane.
Dude, when you've lost Rogan, you know, I mean, even Rogan knows, right? Dude, that's crazy, right? When you fucking lost Joe Rogan, even Joe Rogan sees, dude, that's funny. He's like, yeah, maybe the sparklers and the fucking, right? Dude, he does look like a meatball, doesn't he? Dude, that's funny.
Seemed insane. And maybe sometime better for her to like lay low for a little while.
1000%.
The going out with the sparklers
The
was not a great idea.
sparklers?
Like all that was not a great idea because it just seemed insane. And maybe sometimes in grief or when, you know, you're trying to show that they're not going to hold us back, people make choices that could be interpreted in a very bad way.
100%. The interesting thing is I asked her.
I asked her.
What's the deal there?
What's with the sparklers?
Well, what's with the like the aberration in behavior?
Right.
She's like, look, I was put in like the worst spot I could ever think of. I was the background character.
Dude, these guys are brain dead.
I was just there to support my husband. That's it. The only reason I even really got involved is because Charlie was so pro-marriage, you know, and he wanted to demonstrate to the world you can be married and have kids, and this is the good life.
Oh.
So when he dies, she takes over, right?
Dude, she went on a podium and was like, you unleashed the rage of a widow, right? I mean, we saw her like the day after he died with her being like, I will go to the ends of the earth to force Jesus down all of your throats as vengeance for like Beelzebub taking my husband, right? Like, give me a fucking break. She came out like she was some sort of biblical creature that was going to fucking, you know, like shove fucking bloody tampons up all our asses. You know what I'm saying? These guys are fucking morons.
Moves over to her control. She says, well, the first thing I want to do is honor his last book.
Oh.
You know, that's the very first thing I want to do.
Oh, yeah.
I want to honor his legacy.
Oh.
And she's like, I don't know exactly how to take this position.
And his legacy was dancing. Right? That's what his legacy was. His legacy was to dance in front of pyrotechnics.
At the same time, there's expectations for the organization my husband built that I want to honor, right? But, you know, I'm also in the middle of grief. And it's like, I don't know how you balance that position. Who's been in that position ever?
Right.
Dude, who's been in that position? I mean, I don't know. Like, what? Who's had somebody die tragically? Like, right?
And especially who's been in that position that's not accustomed to being scrutinized in the public eye.
Everything. And it's the lack of charitability that's so bad, too. Like, let me give you an example. If you say, Paul's so lazy, he never gets to work on time. You don't actually mean Paul has never once gotten to work on time. That's not what people mean.
Right.
But the way that these people will scrutinize every detail of what a person does, they can make a liar out of anybody.
Dude, look at this guy. Look at his facial reactions are so manipulative, right? This guy is such a manipulator. You know why? Yes, I've seen this guy now. He's on the Whatever podcast, right? Right? This is the guy, isn't it? He's the fucking dude. He is. I knew. Oh my God, yes. This is the guy who goes and literally shits on women and berates them and fucking, you know, like sets them up to be, right, to be berated and to thought of negatively while simultaneously like profiting off their sexiness and risqueness, right? Because that's just it. He is like obsessively fixated on women being hot and beautiful, and then he profits off them. And meanwhile, he's like slamming them and digging into them. And he's disgusting and fucking a total fucking degenerate, right? A massive fucking loser who right? The guy who brings girls on in low-cut tops, and then he gets views off their low-cut tops while condemning their low-cut tops. And meanwhile, you know he's in the bathroom, right? Fucking tugging it. Just a total, like, misogynistic piece of shit, right? Oh, my God, yes. But look at him, though. Look at his face. He's like, oh, look. Oh, you gotta be charitable. Oh, let's be charitable, right? Oh, we gotta be charitable. We gotta be charitable for this woman, for this, like, fake religious woman that's taking huge money from Benjamin Netanyahu's regime, right? But, let's be charitable now, right? Look at him. He's like, look at his, they're not charitable enough to Erika Kirk.
Because that they'll take statements like that, which in the common terms, if you say, man, Paul's never here on time.
Oh, Paul's never here on time. Look at him. He's like, they're so hard on Paul with his lateness. But let me tell you about the OnlyFans models here that I'm going to berate for like 2 hours. And I'm going to try and make them feel bad about making a living because they're not allowing men to exploit them. I'm going to have Andrew Tate on here to talk about like being a man, but poor Paul. You're saying it's not like he's never on time. Dude, what a fucking douche, bro. Right? Oh my God, dude. What a fucking douche, dude.
You don't literally mean he's never here on time. Nobody talks that way. But if you push on everything a person's ever said, tongue-in-cheek, not tongue-in-cheek, they misremember an event, they don't misremember an event, you can make a liar out of anybody.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, we could definitely make a liar out of you, boss. Right? Like, dude, this guy, you know what he's talking about here with that giant word salad is, I mean, if you look at Erika Kirk, she's told a lot of lies. She lied about her dating history. She was dating Charlie Kirk's friend right before she dated Charlie Kirk, and she lied about it. And she's been lying to people inside the organization. And so there's a lot of like honeypot accusations with her, which are completely understandable because she's lied about a lot of her past, about like, you know, she worked at the fucking real estate group that represented Epstein's properties, and yet she's never sold real estate, never even sold a piece of real estate while she worked at that company. And then she's like, right? She's, you know, lying about Romania. She's lying about these churches that have, you know, CSA, child SA shit going on. And so he's like sitting there saying, they're like combing through her past statements. And they're right. They're like, they're picking Erika's statements apart. And if you look hard enough, you could make everybody a liar. And it's like, you know, and the whole time he's got this furrowed, like, let's be sensitive to Erika and the women. We have to be there for the women, guys. I mean, what do you think? This is the whatever podcast? This is where I'm sensitive to the women right before we repeal the 19th.
Yeah.
And that sort of scrutiny from all that public trauma.
Oh.
And it was the most traumatic event Zoomers have ever gone through. The biggest, I mean, a public assassination like this, same thing with millennials.
It also exposed people's character that they were celebrating it.
Oh, yeah.
And they have to feel bad about that.
No, they don't. Let me just tell you, they they do not. The people that celebrated don't. But did you see what this guy said? This guy said that this was the most traumatic thing for the millennials. But like, yo, dude, the millennials like saw 9/11, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? Like, what the fuck is he talking about? I mean, dude, it was pretty traumatic watching like Charlie, but like half of the country, more than half of the country didn't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, I mean, that didn't remove the trauma, but there was so much animosity that I think a lot of people genuinely didn't care. That felt on some level that the world there was a type of healing was going to happen, right? But yeah, I mean, dude, I feel like, the school shootings in Texas, right? The school shooting in Texas was far more traumatizing than like the Charlie Kirk incident. Dude, you know what's crazy, guys? You know how I told you how I saw that Mexican influencer get gunned down? Okay? That Mexican influencer, the video that I watched last night about the Mexican influencer was more traumatizing than Charlie Kirk because that Mexican influencer most certainly didn't he didn't deserve what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about the Charlie Kirk situation that was so complicated was because of all the harm that Charlie Kirk had caused, right? Whereas something like Uvalde, right? Uvalde was like, oh my God, it's like a bunch of kids just went to school and there was crazy terrorizing of them. And then a bunch of law enforcement guys sat in the hallway, right? And yeah, we watched Gaza, right? Reckless, wanton, like buildings, entire region getting decimated. Whereas like Charlie Kirk, every day I watch Charlie Kirk say something savagely like racist or Islamophobic or sexist. Like there was so much hurtful shit. Like every day I watch Charlie Kirk commit, a hate crime. Literally, Charlie Kirk committed a hate crime like every day, and he packaged hate crimes to children as like fun content, right? So like, man, I don't know, dude. Like this guy saying that shit was the end all was crazy.
About that. And they have to feel bad about the response because so many people got fired because of it and so many people got attacked online, and rightly so.
Yeah, but you ready though? So many people got fired. Hold on, guys. You ready? So many people got fired, but look at that. Oh, yeah. People got fired and then they got fucking rich for getting wrongfully fired. Getting wrongfully fired. Like, why are you getting fired for having a personal opinion about an influencer? Give me a fucking break, dude. Dude, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a fucking break. That the firings, that was another con job. That was more of that manipulative TPUSA bullshit. Okay? So many of these people got paid for getting fired over this shit. Oh my God, a lot of them are. A lot of them got fucking paid, guys. Right? A lot of them did. Dude, huge constitutional right shit, right? All right, you ready? Hold on. Let's look at this one.
He would walk through the door, drop his bags, daddy's home, take his phone Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, throw it in the junk drawer, and it was just all us. And that,
dude, daddy's home, Shabbat Shalom. Dude, I know for a fact Charlie fucking Kirk never once walked into his house and said Shabbat Shalom. Give me a fucking break, bro. Right? Like, look at her face, dude. And you're wondering why people thought she fucking pulled the trigger, guys? Because this shit, while Netanyahu was saying, oh, we did not kill Charlie. What do you mean? We did not kill Charlie. Right?
he would walk through the door, drop his bags, daddy's home, take his phone Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, throw it in the junk drawer, and it was just all us. And that's what I always wanted to make so special for him, was coming home. I'd always say, baby, I don't care what time you get home. Home is here for you.
As long as we Shabbat Shalom together as soon as you get home.
Your food will never be cold. It might sit out for a little bit, but I'll reheat it. It's fine. And I just want to encourage spouses.
Dude, she keeps looking up. Dude, she is so fake.
Don't get mad. It's so easy.
Dude, what does she keep touching, bro? She's like, Shabbat Shalom. Oh. Dude. She literally filmed herself with his dead body, guys. Like, come on, bro. Right? And you wonder why there's conspiracy theories? Like, come on, man. And now, though, guys. Dude, this shit is fucking maddening, boss. Right? This shit is maddening, though. Right? She has Scott Bessent. What an incredible blessing for them to hear firsthand about the work being done and the courage it takes to win the culture war. Okay? All of this shit is fake, guys. All of this shit is like, it's like Sophie Cunningham. Okay? This is a bunch of religious freaks trying to take control of the United States, get rid of birth control, get rid of mifepristone, get rid of abortions, get rid of trans people, get rid of gay marriage, get rid of fucking civil rights protections for all minorities, get rid of brown and black people from the country. Okay? And Jesus forced Jesus. You must Jesus or you go to fucking jail. Okay? You know what I'm saying? All of this shit. It's a culture war. I know we ain't getting rid of any of this shit, boss. Dude, you know what we're going to get rid of? We're going to get rid of the fucking fascists. That's what we're going to get rid of. We're going to they want to get rid of the 19th Amendment. Exactly. Dude, they do. We're going to get rid of the fascists. We're going to get rid of the people that are trying to tell us to be ashamed of our sexuality. Dude, I don't have to be ashamed of my sexuality. Whether I'm gay, straight, horny, or asexual. I don't have to be ashamed, okay? Sexuality is nothing to be ashamed of, right? I don't have to walk around saying Shabbat Shalom, fake shit, like weeping over a corpse on Instagram Live and be ashamed of how I like to have sex. Like, fuck off, Erika. Fuck off, Project 2025 weirdos. Right? Fuck off. All of these people. They can fash off, dude. Jesus, bro. Let's see what Andrew Colvett said about this shit. Right? What was he saying? Dude, and look at this shit. They're still doing the Charlie Kirk show, dude. The Charlie Kirk show. Charlie Kirk's been dead for a year, guys. Okay, by the way, why are they so obsessed with sexuality, Stephanie? I don't know, man. I think there's a shame. There's a shame that gets ingrained. I mean, it is related to religion. There is a shame that gets ingrained in you as a little kid that, like, you know, masturbating is bad and sex is bad and, like, Eve bit the apple and there's dirty and you can't do dirty things. And if you do dirty things, you're dirty. And they try to, like, you know, imprison you with a sense of shame. They try to shame you into, like, behaving correctly. Okay? And it's just, you know, and I think with a lot of them are just gay. And it's hard. You can't really be an evangelical and be gay unless you are extraordinarily wealthy. Okay, Scott Bessent gets away with it because he's extraordinarily wealthy, right? But look at this shit. College is a scam. The average liberal arts degree, right? College is a scam. But meanwhile, how did these guys, like, where did they go? Charlie Kirk went to colleges. Okay, college was such a scam, but they literally, TPUSA was a college campus fucking organization. Okay, and Andrew 𝗙𝗏𝗽 has a college degree. Okay, let's look at Andrew 𝗙𝗏𝗽, shall we? Let's look at this fucking weirdo, boss. All right, let's look at this fucking asshole. Right? Oh, look at that. Dude. Andrew 𝗙𝗏𝗽. Look at this, guys. Look at Andrew 𝗙𝗏𝗽. All right? He went to the University of Washington. Okay? Is that the fucking, it is. Okay? He went to the incredibly woke school of the University of Washington, and he had a minor in Spanish language and cultural studies. Dude, what the fuck, bro? I want to double check this and make sure that this is actually true. Because if that's true, guys, that is insane, okay? That this guy who is dogging college went to one of a very, very woke college, okay? Right? Very woke. And he fucking had a minor in Spanish language while being anti fucking everybody who's got brown skin. That is him, huh? Hold on. I wanna make sure I don't, hold on, let me check it out. So yeah, no, that is him. That is absolutely him before he just abandoned this profile. Okay? He abandoned this profile before he fucking, right? Before he became TPUSA. Right? Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Okay? That is absolutely batshit. Another hypocrite, right? College is a scam, but how many degrees does Erika Kirk have? Okay? Right? The average liberal arts degree, blah, blah, blah. But like, dude, how many degrees does Erika Kirk have? She has like 3, guys. Dude, oh fuck, bro. All right. Dude, these guys, right? These fucking guys. Fucking clowns. Bro. It is like every single thing about them is a lie, a sneak, subterfuge, total hypocrites. And yet they run around trying to groom and they try to groom and manipulate young people. And then simultaneously they call every gay human being a groomer and shit like that, right? It is like a nonstop, right? Nonstop bullshit. It is a nonstop bullshit parade with them. And they're all crooked, okay? That's the thing about TPUSA that has gotten glossed over, is that Charlie Kirk and Andrew Colvett and Tyler Boyer, they were at the center of like Trump overturning the 2020 election. They literally were at the center of that, you know, that entire J6 shit. They were at the center of it. TPUSA paid for people to get to J6. They organized the fake electors in Arizona. I mean, they were paying a lot of money to Arizona State Senator Jake Hoffman. They're literally, all of them were deeply like involved in the Trump's attempt to overthrow the US government, to try and like not leave office. And they're criminals. Like they are literally criminals. You know, they're like criminals of the first order. All right. But now, you ready? It's time to dance, guys. All right, we got to get going. I got to make videos. All right, you guys got a dance coming. Thank you. Great crowd tonight. Let's fucking go, baby. Yeah, no, I know. What Pinky said right there is true. That literally every single person, guys, every person they are appointing on the judiciary right now is somebody who denied that, like, Joe Biden won the 2020 election. Okay? They are putting, like, conspiracy theorists, fucking subversive, far-right, like, liars on every single person on the bench. Every single person they're putting on the bench is a fucking, like, a conspiracy theorist liar. It's insane, dude. The judicial ramifications of this is wild, boss. Wild. All right, you ready? Let's go. It's time to get down. Get down, stay down. Yeah, no, we do have to look at Trump. He's trying to end his BBC lawsuit because they're subpoenaing his financial records. So Trump is now trying to end his own fucking lawsuit. We got to look at that tomorrow, guys. He is trying to end his own lawsuit because they're looking into his financial records. Right? He sued the BBC and now he's trying to make his own lawsuit go away. Oh, fuck, bro. All right, you ready? Let's dance. Let's get it, baby. Come on, baby. Little deja vu. Oh.
They have a lot to say, but I've known. Been here before, yeah, I do recognize the title. There's marble floor, and I don't need my eyes to see what lies behind that wooden door. A little deja vu, I'm gonna get it right. Time with you and I can see it like things will turn out okay. Everything lately, I'm feeling so familiar. Coming on greatly, it's feeling like a million. I've been here before, yeah, I do recognize the title. This marble floor. Slowly, this feeling that I have now, almost a bit holy, notion that I will make it out somehow. A little deja vu, gonna get it right. A little time with you, and I can see it right.
Let's go! All right. Dude, that was actually spirited. Dude, let's go! Come on, motherfuckers! All right, guys. I'm gonna go try to make some videos. Thank you for hanging out. It's always a fucking pleasure. Keep your chin up, guys. We gotta take the wins where we get them. And we're gonna make it through this, guys. We're gonna kick some fucking ass, dude. Fuck fascists. Okay, mark my words. Dude, screw the fascists. We're gonna win this shit. We're gonna never stop fighting back. I will see you guys tomorrow. And in the meantime, do what you gotta do to stay radiant. Good night.
Hey, I just want to change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't want to hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. I will never be alone wanna change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. It's about you. I would never be alone.